All right, let's go and get going. Hey everyone, and welcome to the training. We are so excited to be here today to show you how to turn your spare time into a side income online business that can make you up to $10,000 a month or more, and how you can start earning from home even if you have little to no experience or technical skills. My name is Mike Namaseda. I am your host today, and I'm going to be helping introduce this system to you. And I've got with me my partners Chris and Andrew Wright. These guys are the pros, the ones that use this system absolutely every single day and have made over $1 million in 31 days, $5 million over the last few months with this strategy. And I'm so excited to be here with them. Chris, Andrew, you guys there?
Hey Mike, we're here.
Hey Mike, yeah, we're here.
Awesome. Yeah, you guys are going to be hearing from Chris and Andrew a good bit throughout this presentation. They're going to be showing you different demonstrations and walking you through certain things that you've got to know, and I'm so excited to have you guys here. So now what's awesome about this is if you have a job already, you can use this to make more income on the side. And if you want to replace your job or just have full-time income from this, you absolutely can as well, and we'll show that and prove it to you. But it's probably wise, right, to make sure before we get going, you guys can hear us okay. So let's do a quick sound check, mic check, mic check. Let us know in the chat box, type in your name and where you're tuning in from that you guys can hear us okay. Type in your name, where you're tuning in from. Now, depending on what device you're watching in from, you might see a chat box or a questions box somewhere on your screen. Might be on the right-hand side. Might even be a little chat bubble somewhere on your screen. Definitely let us know. And click on that chat box, that questions box, and engage with us throughout the training. If you have questions, need clarity, definitely write in. This is not just a one-way conversation. We want to make sure you guys ask questions and chat with us, and we'll definitely take this training whatever direction you want to take it in. We're here to help serve you. Now, with that being said, let's jump right in. We're not going to waste any time and just jump right into it. All right, so what are we going to be talking about today? Well, this is an online side business that you can start from the comfort of your own home, and it's resulted in over 6 million in sales. We're going to show you how to implement this system to start earning 10K per month from home, 10,000 a month from home, and we'll show you proof of students with no experience previously making this work from home. Now, these guys, Chris and Andrew, they're doing this on a daily basis. They are revealing this to the public for one of the very first times. You haven't seen anything like this before. What we're doing today is building a real long-term business. This isn't something that's gonna go away in a month or two or a year. We're gonna show you exactly what kind of business this is, the results from it. We'll show you how it works. We'll prove to you, how well it works and the success stories that we've had so far. So there's no guessing. We're gonna show you the 4 simple steps of how you can replicate it and get this going for yourself and how others have done that too. Now, good question that usually comes up, especially in my mind at this point, is if this is so great, then why would you share this? If these guys are making so much money from it, why would we even bother sharing it? Now, I want you to hold on to that thought. It's a great thought. I want you to hold on to it because I'm going to tell you about an event that dramatically transformed Chris and Andrew's viewpoint on life. And even though they're young and have a lot of nice material things and spend a lot of money, they had a selfish mindset, right? When they first started doing this, their viewpoint has changed from one specific event in particular. And I want you to hold on to that thought because we're going to answer that question, right? You should always be skeptical of anyone sharing info, but there's a good reason why we're on here today. So what we're going to do first is give you a little bit of information first, right? And then we're going to cover that. And I think you're going to be shocked because you're going to understand why we're here today, the opportunity you have before yourself here. And I think you're really, really going to enjoy this. Now, what's so nice about this particular system that we're sharing today is that there's no special requirements to get started with it. You don't need any experience or technical skills. You don't need a special background or high IQ. You don't need to leave your home or have an existing business or have any money to get started. Just $5. We'll show you that here in a second. You don't need to work hours a day or talk to anyone. You don't need any clients or an audience or don't need to sell your family or friends or have your own physical or digital product. You don't need any special connections or permission from anyone, and you don't need to quit your existing job to run this business. We'll show you how to do this while you already have a job, and you don't need to spend years doing this to see results. We'll show you how to do this here on this training. If this sounds great so far, type a big yes in the chat box and let's continue moving forward. Now you're probably wondering, why should you be here? How do you know this is for real? Well, as you're about to see, here's proof that this system works. This is one of Chris and Andrew's students. His name is Jonathan Lee. This is one of their students' results. And we're going to show you Chris and Andrew's results in just a moment, but look at what Jonathan was able to do. $324 in just one single day. And that's not all, right? Now, Matt Yee here making $300 a day as well. And when you think about it, 300, not a huge number, but the average person makes about 100 to 200 a day max in their full-time jobs. With an average salary, that's how much the normal person makes. So this is all extra. This is all side income. Now, this is on the lower scale of the results our students have gotten. Let's continue to show you what we've got here. This is Marissa earning $2,400 a day right? $2,400 a day, hit her first 10K month in 15 days. 15 days from the system. And this is Chris. Chris Kim, this is one of their students, made $5,000 a day, $4,000 a day, $2,000 a day, $1,000 a day, $2,000 a day, all from the system. And at the top right there, you can see $11,000 in just 1 week. Now that's not all. Here's where we kind of get into the bigger results, right? James Yoon earning $40,000 a day. This is one of their students earning $40,000 a day, $20,000 a day, $30,000 dates. The numbers are pretty large here. In the top right hand side, you can see he earned $156,000 in a week, $193,000 in a week. Now, those are some pretty big numbers. They seem, $40,000 seems a little unrealistic, and we get that. Our goal here, just to be clear, is that we're trying to make just $10,000 a month, because $10,000 a month, that's $120,000 a year, and that's like job replacing income for most people, right? That's like a 9-to-5 job replacing income for most people. So that's where we're going to start, and we're going to grow it from there. Now, of course, our students have done much more than that, but we're going to continue to show you the results that our students are getting from this system here today.
Hey, Mike, actually, if you don't mind, can I interrupt you for just 1 second? Is that okay?
Yeah, no problem. Take it away.
Thank you. Well, my name is Chris. Guys, I'm one of the guys that will be teaching you here today. You guys will hear from me, a couple times here throughout the training, but I want to actually take what we have here on your screen just one step further. And I get that you guys are probably seeing too much stats, proofs, and stuff like that. But, I actually want to have James here go on live with this training with us right now and prove to you, as long as he's okay, that we can actually have him share his screen live, right? Log into his account and show you the real earnings from this system. James, are you here? Hold up. Let me just unmute you for a second. There you go.
Yeah, Chris, right here.
There you go. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Great. If you don't mind, let's actually log into your account and show, what you were able to achieve with the system, right? Could you do that for us, James?
Yeah, I got it. Let's do it.
Awesome. Well, let me just give you the access to share your screen.
All right, you guys should be able to see my screen now.
Yep, we can see your screen just fine. And now for everyone here, James has pretty much agreed to show, what's going on in his account here, but we're going to be blurring out, his private information, right? Because James asked, his username, password, and other details like that. He wanted them to kind of be blurred out. So our tech team in the background will go ahead and be blurring out in real time. And so you guys will still see everything that's going on in James's account here. So you guys will still see the whole process. Okay, James, let's get started. James, if you don't mind, please go ahead and sign in for us and for everyone here, and let's see what we got. Wow, I'm seeing some pretty big numbers here live in your account, James, all as a result of the system, right? But James, do you mind explaining, what we have here for people who may be a little confused here?
Yeah, of course. Thanks again, Chris. This is all thanks to your guys' system. So, just kind of going over some numbers. You could see here that I was doing around $20,000 a day, $30,000 here, $32,000, $27,000.
For those who are not familiar with this kind of, interface here, like these are all daily numbers, right?
Yeah, these are all daily. So, let's go up here, right? So these were all the daily stats that I was going over. But if we go up to the weekly stats, you can see here that I'm making $150,000, $190,000, $170,000. And this number is only at 56, but that's because the week just started. So you're going to easily see this number be at around 200,000 soon.
Right. I see down there, you got some big number down there. What is that? Do you mind talking about that?
Yeah. So again, the month just started, so we're only at 16, but you can see last month, $1.4 million, and these numbers, it might seem unbelievable to you, some of you guys out there. And it was to me as well when I first started. So, this system truly, really works, so I just want to give you guys a lot of thanks to, Chris and Andrew for creating this system. And I really hope to see a lot of you guys, implement this system for yourselves as well.
Awesome. James, once again, we appreciate your time very much. And so we actually, we have a lot to cover right now. So we're going to hop right back into the slides. But once again, James, thank you so much for your time. We'll see you soon. All right.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, let's move forward now.
All right, let me grab my screen back here. You guys should be able to see my screen now. Now, first off, guys, in case that's not clear, James is one of Chris and Andrew's students. That's just one of their students. How powerful was that, right? He logged in here live, and you can see his results inside of his account. Now, you're going to hear more about him throughout the training as well. But Chris, Andrew, do you guys want to explain your results here? Because your results are the ones that make these kind of results possible.
Yeah. Hey, everyone. So my name's Andrew, right? and I'm going to be one of the guys that will be going over this training with you today. So you'll also be hearing from me later, but let me cover what we have right here. So as you can see on the left here, we did over $74,000 in a single day and over $291,000 in a single week. Now, if we look over to the middle here, we did over $127,000 in a single day, 6 figures in a single day, and over $409,000 in just 1 week. Now, let's look over to the right, the bottom right hand of the screen, and we did over $1 million in just 1 month, guys. And as you guys can see here, in 31 days from the beginning of May to the end of May, we did over $960,824.41 in one single month. And up to this point, guys, as you can see, we've done over 5.2 million and counting. In fact, we're going to be showing even more screenshots of even more income we've done throughout the rest of the training.
Wow. Yeah, great work, guys. Yeah, I mean, Chris and Andrew are the experts, everyone, and you're going to learn the same tactics that they're using to get these results. Even if we made 10% of what you see here, this $5.2 million, that'd be a lot, right? Even 1% would be a lot. That's kind of crazy. And don't get intimidated by these numbers. We understand these can be big and maybe a little unrealistic, but we're going to prove to you on this presentation that it's not only possible to get to $10,000 a month quickly, but we'll show you the 4 steps that help you get there and proof that their students are doing this in under 20 days. We'll show you how that works. Now, this system that we're sharing can only be found here. This isn't online or on YouTube or in any other courses. This is a system that they've kept private and, close to their chest for a reason, and we'll share that here today. Now, even though this system that we're sharing with you today is easy now, it wasn't always easy. Chris and Andrew spent $3 million over the course of multiple years developing and testing this system. And these huge numbers that we're sharing, they didn't come out of nowhere. These guys have spent $3 million testing, tweaking, getting this to work now, right? Perfecting it. And they still do this every single day. Of course, you don't need to spend anywhere near this. We start with just $5, but they've already done all the hard work for us. Now, here's the truth that no one will tell you that we definitely want to talk about here today. And it's that, you're likely here because you haven't hit it big online yet. And that's okay. And in fact, it's not your fault. And here's why. Many people out there, especially I've been in these shoes before, are at a huge disadvantage. And we'll explain how you can fix that here today. Here's what's happening. Right now, there's information out there that's setting you up to fail. A lot of things are out there working against you and your success. Here's what we mean. To start off, many of us, we learn that we've got to get a job and save money and work in that 9 to 5 for 30 years and then finally have retirement, finally settle down, finally enjoy the fruits of our labor then, right? Everyone around us says starting a business of any kind is tough and it's risky, just kind of like this guy on the screen there, that it's impossible. Who's heard that? A big yes in the chat box. That everyone around us has said business is risky, business is tough. Yeah, Craig's saying yes. Brandon says yes. Yeah. I mean, many people, even my own family, has said, you've got to have money. You got to be super smart. Got to take a ton of risk. It takes a lot of time. You got to have experience, right? Everyone fails. Everyone's got a story like, oh, remember Robert from around the corner? He started a business. He failed. Like everyone's got one of those stories, especially in my family. And because the world tells us that this isn't possible, that it's too hard, many of us have listened, right? I'm guilty of this too. Many of us have not even tried to start a business. Now, for the people that do get past that hurdle, that do want to have an online business, many of them end up struggling because they don't have the right steps, because they go and look for information from gurus or snake oil salesmen, like you can see here online. And the problem with that is that, unfortunately, these gurus are making all the money for themselves. And by the time they start teaching the good stuff to other people, it may not work anymore. Or maybe they've purposefully left out the stuff that's vital to it actually working, right? They want to keep collecting the cash on their end. They don't want you to know the secret. So by the time that you start listening to these kinds of people, these snake oil salesmen, it's too late because what you're doing is already saturated or it doesn't work. I'm sure you probably felt this way before. Now, not only that, but a lot of these online businesses that people are teaching these days are sometimes tough and already saturated, like we said. Some of them require a lot of experience to get going with. And maybe you've tried e-commerce like Amazon or Shopify. Maybe you've gotten into MLMs or digital agencies or building online products or maybe even a local store or franchise. Any of these kinds of businesses can be challenging to get going because you need these skills, this expertise, this money. A lot of times there's too many technical things or too many moving pieces. And at the end of it, you're left with like an empty bag of promises or an empty wallet. Who's felt that way? Give me a big yes in the chat box if you felt discouraged from any of these three things we just mentioned. You know, these people are saying we can't start a business, or these gurus giving us the wrong info, or you finally do something and it's just too challenging. Give me a big yes in the chat box. And answer me this, guys. Who here has become successful from listening to fake gurus? Who here has become successful from following business models that are too tough, or trusting people that say you can't start a business? Type in the chat box, let me know. Because no one here has. No one has followed that kind of advice and become successful, all right? Listening to that kind of advice is like taking financial advice from someone who's bankrupt, right? Taking financial advice from someone who's bankrupt, you wouldn't do it. It's the same kind of scenario there. So what should you do then, right? Well, first off, let's dispel some of those myths that we're talking about here. Creating an online business, specifically this one we're talking about, not hard to do. Not hard to do. It doesn't require experience. It's not risky. You don't need a huge budget. We only need $5. You don't need any inventory or anything like that to get going with. It doesn't involve any of that at all. In fact, Chris and Andrew, who are here, generated millions of dollars with their 4-step system, and they're not gurus. I consider them kind of like the anti-gurus because they've been in your shoes. They've struggled like you and I have. They've been screwed over, in fact, by other gurus that we've been talking about in the past. They've been screwed over by those guys, and they've had the odds stacked against them. Chris immigrated from another country with nothing, only knew how to say like 3 words when he came to this country. Andrew was a family outcast. Everyone told him he would amount to nothing. And now look at them, right? We'll share more about their story in a second, but thankfully, what we're sharing with you today eliminates all those hurdles, all those, complicated requirements that most people never start a business because of. We're gonna get past that today, and my guess is that once you guys see this, if you're serious about growing your income, you're gonna wanna start this right away. So pay close attention. Now here's why that's all important to you. Because today, we're gonna show you a brand new way of making money that creates big results fast. And pay close attention here because this 4-step system is designed so that you can create your own profitable online business from home and earn $10,000 or more. Now this could be from anywhere, in your laptop, from home, it's up to you. This is a business that works for you and earns you income from just your spare time. From just your spare time, it works even when you're not even actively working. Now, as we mentioned, this is so powerful that it's responsible for over 6 million in sales. And Chris and Andrew and their students have done millions of dollars combined. But if you leave this presentation early, you're gonna miss out, right? You're not gonna get the attendance bonuses that we're planning on giving. You're not gonna see a replay. We're not planning on putting one out. If you leave this stream early, you will miss out. Not only that, but we're here to help serious people only, and our system will track who leaves, who stays. So make sure if you're serious, stay on until the end because we've got a few surprises here for you. Now this here is James, and James, what happened to him completely changed Chris and Andrew's mindset on life and actually got them to really want to share this info based on what happened to him. James spent $20,000 to learn this system from Chris and Andrew. And what Chris and Andrew didn't know at the time was that James's family's house was foreclosed on. His family was separated from one another. James actually spent some of the last money he had. He even took out a loan to learn from Chris and Andrew. And he started at zero. He started at zero, as you can see there on the left. And now his story has completely changed. He earned $10,000 a month within 16 days, weekly paychecks of over $70,000. And now he's made over $530,000, even more than that. We'll share his exact number in a second. Now we shared the story with you today about James because Chris and Andrew, they realized that they're kind of hoarding this gold mine of information, that there's a ton of other people just like James out there that could benefit. Tons of people that really need to change their life, want to change their life. And they realize that it's not about what you keep in life, but it's about what you share, what you build, what you do to help others. And that's why they decided to share this with you here today. That's why I'm here helping you today. I'm blessed to be here to help these guys get this information out to you here today. Now, again, this isn't theory. This isn't something that we just talk about. We don't just talk about results. We show them to you. You can see the results clear as day on your screen. We're actually going to show you more and more throughout the training and prove to you that this works, prove to you that not only Chris and Andrew are getting results, but that their students are as well. We'll back it up with results and proof and data the whole way. Nothing is theory. Everything is working right now, today. And when you put the system into action, what's really possible, right? We talk about numbers and income, but what's actually possible? What does that kind of income mean and translate to into real life? Well, imagine for a second you made the kind of money that Chris and Andrew do every single week. What would that mean for you? What would that kind of income allow you to do? Maybe it'd be, you finally have more time to spend with your family, or that financial or time freedom. Maybe you'd stress a little bit less about, your bills, or you'd finally be able to set your own schedule. You wouldn't worry about your retirement as much, right? And remember, you can do this all from your spare time. Who thinks this sounds good? Give me a big yes in the chat box. Give me a big yes in the chat box. Let me know if this all sounds good. Kai says yes. Roy, Amber, Judy, John says yes. Awesome. Now, even better, when you stay until the end, we've got a few things that we're going to share with you today. Chris, Andrew, you guys want to jump in here and share what we have?
Yeah, so when you stay till the end of the training, we're also going to show you the exact niche that made us $5.2 million, and we're not going to hide it. We're going to give it to you. And second thing is we're also going to show you how to find the best products that will make you the most amount of money. It's going to be very simple, so just go to hang tight on this one, okay? And the third is we're going to also show you how to use artificial intelligence to pretty much simplify and automate this so you can have a 95% success rate. And of course, we're going to show you the 4-step system, where you can start using your free time to start earning $10,000 a month. And even better than that, right? When you stay to the end of the training, and this isn't something that's on your screen, but we're going to show you how to do this for free, completely free, without any risk, without any experience or technical skills. So at the end of the training, we are going to show you how to do exactly all that. But right now, there's a lot of claims and screenshots and proofs. We're going to back everything up. So throughout the training, we're going to remove all the obstacles for you and cover all the claims, to get you started and have success with the system.
Awesome. Yeah, guys, make sure you stay until the end because our system is actually programmed to know if you stay until the end of the training. So make sure you stay until the very end to get all this awesome stuff that we have prepared for you. Let's keep moving forward. Now, we've been talking for just a little while here, so let's introduce ourselves for a really quick second. My name is Mike Balmaceda. I am your host. I'm introducing you guys to Chris and Andrew here today. I'm going to be talking a little bit about this system, their system, and I have an online business called Amplify. Now, even with the successful online business that I have, I plan on getting into this business that we're sharing even more with you here today in the next 30 days. And thankfully, I've been able to meet people like Chris and Andrew and, actually be able to work with them in this kind of capacity. And let's go and talk about them for a second, right? Because they're the stars of the show. Let's introduce Andrew. This is Andrew right here, and it looks like he's achieved a good bit with that car, right? But his story is kind of a crazy one. He wasn't actually always successful. In fact, he has a family that's filled with doctors and accountants and lawyers, and he was pressured to achieve like them. In fact, he was the underachiever in the family, as you'd say. He rode up in a beat-up Honda. He had a 2.7 GPA. He was a family outcast. His counselors in school told him he had little to no future. His aunts and uncles, his family laughed at him, saying that he could really never amount to anything. This is what his own family told him. Now, this was him in high school. This is actually the last time he got a diploma. He did go to college and he dropped out. His family thought he had no future. He was actually living at home with his parents. And one day, everything changed. His dad got laid off of his job. His family didn't have any money. So while he's living there at home, his family was in dire need of help. So Andrew, he stepped up. He started an online business, a drop shipping store, and he failed big time. He failed over and over and over again. And then he stumbled upon and started working on this business, the one that we're going to share with you here today. And he spent hundreds of hours of trial and error and researching and sleepless nights trying to figure this out because his family needed his help. Then something crazy happened. Andrew finally started making money, making hundreds of dollars a day, growing that to thousands of dollars a day. And eventually, over time, he made $80,000, as you can see there, July 13th and 14th. A little over 24 hours, it spilled into the next day there, made $80,000 in 24 hours. Imagine failing, right? Being the family outcast, being laughed at, to making $80,000 in a day. Of course, that didn't happen right away. He's been doing more than that consistently, and we'll share more about that in some screenshots later. Everyone in his family kind of shocked, right, that he's doing so well. In fact, Andrew now consistently makes millions of dollars a year, bought his dream car, but more importantly, he was able to support his family when they needed him. He actually paid off his family's mortgage. Now, even more than that, his family, his mom, his sister, both quit their jobs and work with Andrew now on this business that we're talking about. That's quite the reversal, and we're going to share what he's doing that's working so well. This is Chris. This is our other star of the show, and Chris had a much different path. Chris, he came to the U.S. as an immigrant at age 10 from South Korea, only knew how to say hi, how are you, and thank you. And Chris had a traditional Asian household, got a corporate job, was destined for it for life, but was miserable. He worked 80 hours a week, had to sit in LA traffic to and from work, and then he met Andrew. He saw Andrew while they were at lunch having success. Andrew turned his phone around and showed Chris how he made $300 in 3 minutes. Later on, he saw Andrew make 80,000 in a day, and obviously Chris was hating his job at the time. Looked at Andrew, he said, Andrew, teach this to me, man. Andrew's a nice guy. He said, listen, if you commit to doing this, I'll show you what I'm doing. I'll teach you what I'm doing. Chris kind of took it to the extreme. He quit his job. His family freaked out just to learn from Andrew. He had no idea if it would work, and obviously his family was like bugging out, and it turned out okay. Chris started making thousands of dollars. In his second week doing this, he made $2,000 every day. His third week, he made $8,000 a day, all profit. Now, what happened after that is that Chris and Andrew have been able to team up, make over $5 million together, and they named their system Simple Wi-Fi Profits, their 4-step system, because of how easy it is to earn with just a Wi-Fi connection, internet connection. This 4-step system allows them to have financial freedom, time freedom, and location freedom. And we'll share more about that today. On top of that, they've traveled to 55 countries, 127 islands, 300 cities outside of the US. And you can see here, Chris on the left-hand side in front of these sunsets. Looks like he's like remaking the Titanic there in that second picture. Not sure what's going on here, Chris. We'll talk about that after the training. But each of them bought high-end cars, luxury sport cars, right? You see in the third picture. They speak on stages around the world. But more importantly, they spend time doing the things that they love with the people they care about. Before all that success, their family said, stick to your 9-to-5 jobs. Do not go off the beaten path, right? Some of them even said that Andrew wouldn't amount to anything. These guys have failed. They've been in many of our shoes, and these guys, in my opinions, are the superheroes. These guys are superheroes because just like normal people, they actually have one really powerful skill, and it's this system, and they've done extremely well. In fact, these guys have said there's no car, there's no house, there's no watch that they can buy to replace changing someone's life, just like they changed James's life and all their students' lives. And that's why they're sharing their breakthrough system here with you today. Now, with that being said, does this training mean you're going to make $5.2 million tomorrow, this week, this month, next month? No, we can't guarantee results. Of course it doesn't mean that, right? Our lawyers make us say this. We can't guarantee results. We don't know you. We don't know how hard you work. Results are not typical, and most people who start businesses fail, mainly because they don't have the right steps, but many people do fail. Now, we're going to give you some time to read that disclaimer on the bottom there, but with that being said, what we are going to guarantee you is that you'll see the same tactics that these guys use, that their students use, and have generated these results. We're going to walk you through exactly what they're doing here today, but you have to be the one that takes action. You have to be the one that puts this into action and makes this work. Chris, Andrew, do you guys want to cover the 4 steps that makes this all possible?
Yeah, Mike, of course we can. It actually only takes, 4 simple steps, and so let's dive right in. The first step is to find a problem, right? Not just a normal problem, but a big problem that people constantly deal with on a daily basis. And we need to find an urgent problem that people are, willing to solve right now, this moment in time, right? And it took us, $3 million to research. We're going to tell you what the number 1 problem is that we found. Okay, so now once we found a big problem, now our goal is to solve it. And the good news is that you don't need to solve it yourself, right? We can find someone else's product that'll solve this problem, and we'll also show you where to find the best products. Now, the third step, all we have to do is pretty much share this product with the people who need it, right? We found the problem. We also found that we need a product that can quickly fix their problem. And so all we have to do now is tell those people about it, right? Share it with them. And obviously sounds a little cliche and all, but that's how simple this is. And we're going to go over all these steps. And last but not least, the fun part, right? Which is to make sales and profits. And so, when someone buys the product that we just shared, we're going to make a commission, right? If you're confused right now, that's okay. We understand. We're going to walk you guys through, everything step by step. And the best part is that when you put these 4 steps together, this is what's possible. $517,000 within just the first 2 weeks of 2020. So if you're questioning if this is still working, yes, this is working right now, today, and it's going to continue to work for years to come. So imagine if you just made 1% of that, just 1% of 500,000, that's 5,000 in 2 weeks. And what does that mean? That means 10,000 a month. So imagine how that could change your life, right? And that's our goal here. And that's all we're shooting for, just that 1% of the results here. So we're shooting for $10,000 per month to start, and then we grow it from there. All right, Mike, the floor is all yours now. Please take it back over.
Okay, here we are. Here is step 1. Now, step 1 is to find a big problem that people have. And we know that if we find a big problem or a need that people have, we know that there's a huge desire to solve or fix that problem. And people will buy something that solves their problem. That's a fact. What we're gonna actually do is give you the number one problem that we focused on in just a second, but let's talk about where we should start looking. According to Forbes, the top 3 categories that most people struggle with are health, wealth, and relationships. And that makes sense. Usually, the biggest of our problems usually are somewhere inside of these 3 categories. So it makes sense that we should start looking here. We should start looking for a problem inside one of these 3 categories. Okay, so we figured out health, wealth, and relationships. Those are the 3 categories that we're looking into. But now, how do we find a big problem inside of those categories that's actually gonna make us money and help people in the process? Well, there's 3 things that we always look for to validate a big problem that'll work best for us. And write this down, there's 3 things. The first thing is that we want there to be a lot of people with this problem right now. We want it to be worldwide with lots of people so it won't ever get saturated. That's the first thing. Now, the second thing on your screen, you'll see we want the problem to be growing every year. And that tells us if the problem is growing, it's gonna be around for a while. It's evergreen. It's not something that worked a while ago and won't work in a few months. This is a long-term business here, not something that stops working after a couple months or a couple years. We want this to be long-term. So we look for the problem to be growing every single year. Now, the third thing is that we want these people to want to solve the problem so bad that they'll spend money on it. And for some reason or another, there's some sort of urgency to solve it, something at risk for them. Because if there's no urgency, right? If there's no urgency for them to want to solve this problem, they're going to keep that problem forever, right? Longer and longer and longer. And we don't want that. We actually want to help them now. We're going to explain more about that in a second. But what problem should we try to solve? That's the main question. Now, there's one specific problem that made you guys so much money. Chris, do you guys want to talk about it?
So yeah, there's actually only one specific problem that made us $960,824.41 in just 31 days. And let's be honest, right? A lot of the online gurus out there at this point would try to sell you specific information about what they did from this point on, or keep their specific niche from you and all of that. Well, you can consider us as the anti-gurus, and we're not gonna do all that, right? We're actually gonna flat out tell you what it is, because again, we're different from the gurus out there, and we're here to help you. So who here wants to know what this one big problem is? Just go ahead and type in the chat box, okay? Robert saying yes, Carla and Chloe saying yes. Okay, so this is great. So the number one problem is weight loss. And I'm not talking about getting buff and jacked or super lean. I'm talking about helping people lose weight and be healthy again. Our number one big problem is weight loss.
Awesome, Chris. Yeah, so guys, what we're gonna do is show you the data of why weight loss is the number one problem that Chris and Andrew have focused on in just a second. But this step, just so you know, is so important because when we find a big problem, like we're showing you now, we wanna be able to market the solution to these people, right? So we can earn money and of course help them, right? And that's gonna be super easy to do. We're gonna show you that in step 2 in just a second. But let's go ahead and show you the data, the market research that proves why Chris and Andrew focus on weight loss as their number one problem and why you should too. All right, so why weight loss? Let's back it up with data. According to the World Health Organization, the WHO, more than 1.9 billion adults in 2016 were overweight. And in 2016, over 13% of the world's adult population was obese. It's kind of crazy. Now, marketresearch.com says that the weight loss industry grows at 4% every year. So that tells us 2 things. There's a lot of people with the problem, and the industry is growing every single year. Now, according to the World Health Organization, again, many of these people want to solve this problem because it leads to cardiovascular disease, which was the leading cause of death in 2012. It also leads to diabetes and cancers and different disorders also, so there's definitely some urgency here to get this problem solved. Now, even more than that, according to Forbes.com, overweight Americans spent $159 billion on stuff related to their obesity, whether it was healthcare or health clubs or diet foods or weight loss programs and so much more. In fact, Weight Watchers alone spent $1.8 billion in 2012. That's kind of crazy, right? That's a $159 billion industry that we're talking about here. So the thought in the back of your head might be, why would we just tell you the number one problem that made Chris and Andrew so much money? Why would we not just keep that close to our chest and keep earning from it, right? Why would we actually tell you what this problem that we're using right now is? Why would we tell you all about this? Chris, do you want to jump in and talk about the opportunity here inside of this industry?
So yeah, the industry, right? This industry is so huge. It's so big that we can all eat together and make money together from this industry. So even if every single person we know got involved in this industry, we're only actually hitting 0.00000 of the market. And the pie is so big that even when we did 900,000 in 30 days, we were actually only eating crumbs compared to what's actually possible.
Chris, thanks for that. I'm pretty sure that makes the point. Weight loss is a huge industry, and it actually satisfies our 3 requirements that we need for a problem that's going to make us a lot of money. We saw that weight loss has a lot of people with the problem right now, over 1.9 billion people. Second, we saw that the problem is growing every year by 4%. It continues to grow, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. Now 3, we saw that people want to solve the problem and will spend money on it. Why? Because of health reasons. There's urgency to get this problem solved. And even just logically, guys, right? Like, weight loss makes sense. Out of health, wealth, and relationships, the first domino that usually falls of the 3, the one that usually goes out of whack first, is usually health, right? That's why this is such a big problem. And even more than that, solving this problem, right? I want to nail that into your head here. Solving this problem for these people means that you can earn money on a daily basis. That's what this system's all about, right? We identify a huge problem like this one here first, so that we can solve this problem and help people. That's where the money's made. It's all about combining these steps together. And the great part is that you don't even need to solve this yourself. Someone else is going to solve the problem for you with a product. And that's step 2. We're going to cover that in just a second, but I really wanted you to understand this as we move forward. But keep in mind here that you can take this process that we're talking about and you can, apply this to any problem out there. You could do this for dating or diabetes or the stock market or, literally anything inside of those 3 categories: health, wealth, and relationships that we talked about. But what we found is that weight loss is the number 1 problem that works best for us. As you can see here, weight loss made Chris and Andrew $127,000 in 24 hours. $127,000 in 24 hours. Imagine if you made that much in one single day. That's kind of crazy, right? Now, what they've done for you is they've already proven out what problem to go after. They've already told you with data. They've spent millions of dollars testing this. Weight loss is what you want to go after. So why would you go after anything else? They're giving you what works here. Type in the chat box if you see the potential here that by solving this problem, weight loss, you can earn a lot of money. I mean, you've seen the data. You've seen the proof. Type in the chat box if you want to learn the solution and how to solve this problem for people so that you can make money. Type in the chat box. Let us know. Yeah, lots of yeses coming in. Awesome. Yeah, guys, it's hard to fail when they've already done all the research for you. They've already spent millions of dollars figuring this out for you, right? Step 1 is done. You've already taken your first step towards creating this $10,000 a month business. We've already done step 1 for you. Go ahead and pat yourself on the back. Step 1 is done. Let's continue moving forward. Now, here's something that we want to touch on real quick, and it's about the urgency and the advantage that you have right now as we're diving into this system now. The 4 steps that are here. Now, why is it important to really pay attention and get in on this system right now? Like, why not start this tomorrow instead of today? Or maybe do this next week or next month when it's more convenient. Maybe not even start this system at all, right? Well, here's why. First off, the information that we're going to continue to share here is private. Only a small group of people know about this exact system that we're sharing. And think about it like this, right? You see a match on your screen. Imagine someone's just lit a match. The first thing that happens is that match is burning bright, and then that flame slowly starts to fade, right? Well, that's how valuable information flows in the world. The people that know things first when it's burning bright, right, are usually the ones that profit or benefit the most. That's a fact. Now, the good news is that being a part of this training here is kind of like being in the Insiders Club. It gets you first access to this info before everyone else inevitably learns about this system, right? As we said, only a small group of people already know about it. They're holding the match that has just been lit when this information is red hot, and you can hold that match as well. Now, that's not to say that this information today is going to become less useful over time, because it's not. It's brand new, but what we are saying is that there's a clear opportunity and advantage for people that know things early when this information's brand new. So here you are in luck, and we're going to continue to show you all about that, all about the system as we continue on with this training. Okay, here we are at step 2. Now, already we found a big problem. We talked about our favorite being weight loss, and we talked about a few others, right? Now, we need a solution to the problem, a product. And again, it could be physical, it could be digital, it doesn't matter as long as it solves that problem that we just found. Now, in saying that, right, that can kind of sound intimidating, right? You got to solve this problem by finding a product. And most people would just immediately think that you've got to manufacture the product, ship it, and do all that stuff yourself. Well, it actually doesn't have to be that way at all. In fact, it's super easy because someone's going to do all the work for us. Here's the deal. We don't want to create the solutions ourselves. We want our job to be easy. We're not experts at weight loss or solving these problems. There are experts out there already that are helping tens of thousands of people solve these problems, just like weight loss, right now, already. These experts are selling guided online trainings to help people lose weight. And the good news is that some of the people with weight loss are already buying their product. They're already buying them. So where do we go to find these products that are already done for us? The best place to go to find these products is ClickBank. Now, ClickBank.com has sold 300 million digital products, and they are super strict on the products that they allow to be sold on their platform. So we can rest assured knowing that it's a really great quality product when we go ahead and get it out there. And we'll talk about that in just a second. Now, best of all, what's really cool is that it's really easy to find great products. And we're actually gonna show you how to do it, how to find these products within minutes. Andrew, do you actually want to jump in here and show a little demo?
Yeah, Mike, let me go ahead and share my screen with you real quick. All right, guys, so as you can see here, we're inside of clickbank.com. And the first step is simple, free, and easy. All you have to do is actually click the create account button, and then you'll have your very own ClickBank account. That simple, right? Next, hover over to Affiliate Marketplace. And once you click this button, you'll enter a portal where you can see all the potential products that you can also promote. So let's go ahead and click that. Awesome, guys. So now we're inside the Affiliate Marketplace. Now, if you look over to the left, you'll see all the potential categories of products that you can also promote. But like we said before, we like to stick to weight loss because it's evergreen, works the best, and makes the most money. And don't worry if you're confused on what you should promote, because we have a little hack so you know exactly how to find the best products to share with people. All you have to do is click this little magnifying glass, and the top products listed from top to bottom will be on display. Boom. And now you see all the top products listed right here on ClickBank. And lo and behold, 4 of the top 5 products are actually health and fitness, which is all weight loss related. And since these are the top products, we know that they're very high quality and will make us the most money. Now that we have a product we know will work, all we have to do is click the promote button. And then you'll get your very own personal link. And when anyone goes to your link, they'll watch a short video about the product and how it can also help them. When they buy, you'll get a commission. And usually, guys, it's 75% or even higher. And the best part is, once you drop someone off to that product, your job is done. The product creator will handle everything for you. Trust me, it's dead simple. Now let's jump back into our slides.
Guys, how easy was that, right? We found one of the best-selling products within minutes, and it's a weight loss product, and we can start promoting someone else's product within minutes, and we'll talk about that and how we do that in just a moment. And the great part is that we don't need our own product, right? We're leveraging someone else's that's already proven this out that can actually help these people. These product owners, they handle everything, right? You don't have to do any customer support. You don't have to do any inventory, any fulfillment. These guys are the experts. They handle all the technology, all the marketing, all the videos. They are the ones that help the customers get results. All we do, right? All we do is help these product owners, these experts, by telling people about their product, right? We're gonna talk about that in just a moment, how to get that product out there so we can not only earn, but also help people in the process. With that being said, guys, who sees how easy this is? Does anyone see anything difficult involved here? Anyone see any difficult skills needed to do this, right? No, right? This is easy. In fact, type easy in the chat box. Let me know if you think you can do this simple step of just picking a product like we did. I know it took minutes, and that's kind of like a stupid question, right? Because this is really simple, but I want to hear your answer. Type in the chat box. Let me know if you think you can do this step 2, right? Type in the chat box. Let me know. Type easy. I'll pull that up. All right, the chat box is flooded with easies. Awesome, that's great. Now we know that you can do this. In fact, this is step 2, already finished, towards creating your $10,000 per month business. Really easy so far. It doesn't matter where you live. You can do this from any country. And we already gave you the best problem, right? Weight loss. We did that. We showed you how to find the best products. It took just minutes for us to find the best products out there. We just showed you that. Now, the next step involved is to recommend it to someone that needs it. Recommend it to someone that needs this product. And when they buy it, we're gonna make money and help them. We're gonna cover that in just a moment. Now, Andrew, I know you guys started from zero, and before we show step 3, do you wanna talk about how picking the best products has really shifted the amount of income you guys are able to make? Do you wanna talk about what we see here?
Yeah, of course. So as you can see on the left, we did, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, right? Just zeros across the board. But eventually we started learning the system, and then we made our first sale at $65, right? And then kept it consistent, eventually $209, then $405. And then we scaled up, got the system really dialed in, and then we were able to scale to hundreds of thousands of dollars, right? Over $10,000 per day. And the reason for that is that we pick the best products just like we showed you how to do. In fact, later on, we're going to give you the exact best products that we're currently selling right now. We're going to hand them to you. And these products help get us weekly direct deposits just like you see on your screen. So when you see Kinetics on your screen, don't be confused. They're actually a part of ClickBank. We're not finished yet. We're going to talk about how to get these products out there to the people that need it. Mike, do you want to take back over?
Yeah, Andrew, awesome stuff. Now, guys, listen, when you get this right, the sky is the limit, and all you need is your spare time. There's no need to make time to do this. You already have spare time. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here watching this training, right? Actually, let me even take that back. As you're gonna see here, you don't even need very much time at all to be really successful with this, like Chris and Andrew's students, because this is super easy and you can put this on autopilot once you set it all up. We're gonna continue to show that to you here shortly, but let's continue moving forward to step 3. Now here we are on step 3. Now what we've done already is we found a problem, weight loss, right? That's the number one problem that we found. 2, we found a solution, which is a product from an expert. We talked about that already. We just showed you that in a demo. Now what we wanna do is we wanna sell that product to the people that need it. We wanna share that product with the people that need it, right? And when we do, we're gonna make a commission. But the question is, where do we find these people, right? Where do we find them? Well, we should look first at where they're already hanging out, and that's on Facebook. In fact, Facebook has 2.45 billion monthly active users. That's crazy. And considering the world has 7 billion people, that's more than a third of the entire world on Facebook. So we should actually sell it to people where they're hanging out, which is on Facebook, right? Now, one thing to keep in mind is that, remember, there's 2.45 billion people on Facebook. That means that you do not need to share this with your friends or family or anything like that. There's tons of people that you can easily market this to, and we'll show that to you in just a second. So how do we do that? How do we go tell people about the problem like weight loss, about this great product we found so we can help them, right? And make more money in the process. How do we tell them about the product that we just found? Now let me explain, because it's kind of crazy, but Facebook is so powerful, it pretty much knows everything about everyone. Facebook logs every action you take, every post you like, every page you like, every profile you visit, even the things you buy. It might even know your pet's name, right? You can kind of consider Facebook like an all-seeing eye, right? Like this guy with the magnifying glass on the right here. And everything you do on Facebook builds a better profile in their system of who you are, what you like, and more. In fact, researchers found that Facebook can more accurately describe you and who you are than your own friends, your own family, and even better than your partner. How crazy is that, right? But that's beneficial to us in a huge way. But why is that? Well, here's why. Because Facebook seems to know pretty much everything about everyone, it makes it easy for us to find buyers who need this weight loss product that we just found on ClickBank. It makes us easy to find the people that need this product. And here's how it works. First, what we can do with Facebook is target people based on what Facebook already knows that they're interested in. We can target them based on what we already know they're interested in. Then 2, we can go ahead and put a simple advertisement on people's news feeds talking about that product that we just found. In fact, Chris, do you want to show them what an ad looks like on Facebook and take it from here?
Yeah, Mike, hold on. Let me just go ahead and share my screen real quick. Give me a sec. All right, guys, so you guys should be able to see my news feed on Facebook now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll until we find an ad. And so let's just go ahead and scroll down. And there it is. So as you guys can see, it says sponsor. That means it's an ad. Okay, so this is a coupon code finder. And just like this company, how they put their ad on my newsfeed, we can do the same thing here. And we can actually show a simple ad about the product that we just found in step number 2 in other people's newsfeed, just like this, right? And when people click on our ad, the product owner is going to go ahead and take care of everything for us and educate the viewers and turn them into customers. And it's that simple. Now let's jump back into our slides now. So we just showed you guys where those simple ads show up in someone's newsfeed. So running simple ads just like that has made us over 70,000 a day, as you can see here, right? And now even more than that, let's actually show you a video that we recorded when we made our first $100,000 in a day. Let me go ahead and pull that up now. How cool was that, guys? I mean, up to this point, right, you're probably asking, how much have you guys spent and how much have you guys made back? And if you're wondering all that, right, we usually spend around $3 to make $8 back. So that's around a 2.5 times ROI, which is pretty good, right? So now, let me show you how all this works. Now, it's actually a lot easier than you think to make an ad on Facebook, right? And too many people kind of overcomplicate this, and they're listening to these so-called gurus, and they could just never make money doing it their way. But don't worry, right? If you've ever tried Facebook ads before and maybe you failed, right? But like I said, don't worry, because the way we do it, right? The way we're about to show you is very different, but also super easy and simple to follow. So you definitely be able to make this work and have success with it. And the first step is actually super easy, right? All you do is go to business.facebook.com. It's that simple to start. And I was actually gonna go through some slides, but do you guys kind of want me to go off the script to show you a demo of how this works? If you do, just go ahead and type in the chat box so I can just pull it up and see. If you guys don't, then it's fine. But I'm already kind of getting James saying yes here. Mary, Susan, awesome. All right, I mean, I wasn't going to go off the script, but let's do that right now. All right, guys, so you guys should be able to see my screen here now. And once you're in business.facebook.com, you guys should be able to see the same thing. And when you're here, just click on the only green button that says create. And when you click that, now Facebook is going to ask you, what's your objective? What do you want out of this? And we want sales, so we're going to go with conversions. So simply click that. We're going to scroll down here, click continue. Now, you don't have to worry about any of this here. You don't have to worry about any of that. Just scroll down to the audience section. And for the age, we're going to change it to 25 to 65 plus. And the reason is that anybody below 25 tend to not spend as much money. So we want to focus on the people who are likely to spend money, right? And then after that, we're going to leave the gender as is and then click edit for the detailed targeting. And for this, all we want to do is type in weight loss. And obviously, you know, there's a ton of different weight losses here, here, and then here and here, but we want to go with the biggest potential reach. And one thing we want to do is go ahead and uncheck this. And once you uncheck this, right, you'll see how many people that have shown interest in weight loss. That's 50 million people. That's a lot, right? And it's very simple, right? All we did was change the age and we typed in weight loss. And that's it. We're just going to scroll down now and select our budget. So it's defaulted at $20. We're just going to simply change this out to $5, right? And the reason why, you know, we do $5 is because, you know, usually with just $5, we can tell whether or not it's a winner or a loser. And once we get a sale, you know, we know that it's a winner. So, but a lot of people kind of overcomplicate Facebook, you know, but we realize that the best way to do this is by keeping it very simple like this, right? And this works extremely, extremely fast. And we have around, what, like a 95% success rate now. And we'll explain how in a second. So the chance of you losing is extremely, extremely limited. So it's as easy as that to get started, but we have some other things that we want to share with you to help accelerate your success. So let's hop back onto our slides and move forward. All right, now, so that was the demo, but later on in this training, we're actually going to give you one of our own campaigns that made us $1.2 million. So make sure to stick around and pay attention, because this exact campaign is something you can literally just copy and paste, you know, what to type in, what to upload. So stick around and actually, in fact, who here wants that? So type in the chat box, I want it right now, and let's continue moving forward.
Awesome stuff, Chris. Now I know that, you know, these students that you see here didn't have a lot of money when they started. So you're probably wondering how they've been able to get these kinds of results that you see here on your screen. You'll see here Marissa making $2,400 in a day, Chris $5,000 in a day, and then you see James on the right-hand side making $40,000 in a day. That's kind of crazy, right? Now, on average, it takes these students anywhere from 15 to 22 days to reach $10,000 a month repeatedly, not just in one month, but to have that happen every single month after that and more. Now, that's around the average. That's pretty good, though. And in a second, we'll actually break down the math of how you reach 10,000 a month starting with $5. But first, give me a big yes. Give me a big yes in the chat box if you're loving this so far. Give me a big yes, yes. All right, Robert says yes, Thomas yes, Carla yes. Nice, let's continue moving forward. Now here's how they got started with just $5 and grew to earning $3,000 a day and more, right? Growing that to over $10,000 a month and much, much more than that. They just started with $5 and here's how. Well, Facebook allows you to pretty much set any budget that you want for your ads. Now what we do, we recommend starting with just $5. That's it. So that's what we're gonna do to start off with. As you can see here in orange, you see $5 and that's what we're gonna start with. And our goal is just to make one sale. Just one sale and make $40, okay? Now what we wanna do, the trick is to take that $40 and reinvest it back into our ads. We wanna make that $40 our new budget. So that way we're only recycling our earnings. Nothing new is coming out of your pocket. We're doing that over and over and over again to snowball our earnings. We take that $40 and we spend it, right? And we make $80, just 2 sales, right? We're keeping things conservative here. You spend that $80 and you make $200, which is 5 sales. Now, spending $80 to make $200, that's not a huge return yet, right? That's nothing crazy, but here's the deal. The deal is the more you run these ads, Facebook will begin to learn what's working. And you can use its artificial intelligence to optimize for you. So you begin making more and more sales. We'll talk about that in just a second. But once you start using its artificial intelligence, here's what starts to happen. You spend $200 and you make $520. You spend that $520 and you make $1,200, 30 sales. You take that $1,200, you reinvest it, and you make $3,000. Imagine if that happened to you, right? Making $3,000 in a day, adding thousands of dollars a month into your nest egg. And all we did here is start with $5. You roll it over and over and over. You can see here how even as a complete beginner, starting with $5, you can grow this, snowball it into more and more income. This is the trick here, right? You gotta repeat this over and over and over again. You gotta roll the money over and over and over. Continue to do this to grow your income. This is how you hit your income number to finally be financially free. This is how you secure financial freedom for you and everyone you care about without putting your lifestyle, your current lifestyle, at risk. Who would actually be happy with just a tenth of that $3,000 in a day, right? Give me a big yes. Give me a big yes in the chat box if you would be happy with just a tenth of that. Now, it doesn't even stop there. It gets even better, and here's the deal. Facebook wants you to succeed. They want you to make more money, and they're gonna make it super easy for you. Why is that? Why would Facebook do that? Well, it's because when you start having success and making money, you're gonna spend more money with Facebook on ads. So you can make more, right? The more you spend, the more you can make. So Facebook wants you to have success. Now that's not even all. Pay attention to this because you can actually use Facebook's very own artificial intelligence to help you scale to 10,000 a month and more. Here's what I mean. Facebook actually will track who clicks on your ad, right? They'll actually track who buys from your ad. And what they'll do is they'll analyze those buyers and help you make even more money. Now first, Chris showed you this. We target weight loss on Facebook, right? We showed you that. Now, let's say that once we do that, someone named John buys that weight loss product that we're advertising on Facebook. This is John. I'm not sure why John doesn't have any shoes, right? I'm not sure what's going on here, but that's John. John just bought that product that we're advertising on Facebook from our ad. Now here's what happens next. We have that guy, John, that just bought that weight loss product from our ad. Now here, Facebook's gonna do its thing, right? Because remember, it knows everything about everyone, like this guy with the magnifying glass here. It's gonna find out everything about John, right? That guy that just bought. What's gonna happen is they're automatically gonna find millions of people just like John. These are identical people, right? That will also wanna lose weight, that will also wanna spend money just like John to lose weight. Now tell me this, guys, if John bought that product to lose weight, don't you think other people just like John would buy also, right? Type in the chat box, let me know. Of course, right? If we find someone just like John, other people just like him will also buy. Now that's why we went broad at first, right? We wanna find a few buyers first, and then Facebook will learn and find millions of buyers just like him automatically over time. Okay, so that's cool, but what do we do with that now? How do we make more money with that? Well, here's the deal. Instead of sending to everyone in weight loss like we did earlier, targeting weight loss on Facebook, instead, write this down, we're gonna show our ad only to John and people just like John. And now our ads become even more profitable. And over time, we're gonna continue to learn exactly who's buying so we can find more people just like John over time so we can spend less money to make even more money, and it gets better every single day. Every single day, Facebook's gonna learn more and more and more about the people that are buying and automatically adjust that artificial intelligence so you can make more money doing this. And because of this, it allows us to have a 95% success rate with our ads, so it's hard to fail. And remember guys, in this process, we're helping people also, right? Who thinks this sounds good? Give me a big yes. Give me a big yes in the chat box. Give me a big yes in the chat box. Josh and Carol. Lisa says yes. Sarah says yes. Susan, Bob, awesome. Now what's cool about this is that instead of building another kind of business that involves testing and tweaking and failing, all we're even risking here, barely risking, is $5. Less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks to make sales. That's it. Who thinks they can do this? Give me a big yes in the chat box right now. Actually, Chris, do you want to talk about the results that we see on our screen here?
So yeah, as you can see here on the left side, on July 6th, we ended up doing $12,670. And during that week, we did up to $36,000 in a single week, right? And as you can see here in the middle, on September 14th and 15th, we did $90,000 each day. And on September 21st, we did as high as $100,000 in a single day. And as you can see on top, we ended up averaging around $300,000 each week. So if you see here on the right side, right, on January 9th, we did $70,000 in a single day. And if you keep going up, we do $60,000, $50,000, $33,000, $40,000, averaging around $300,000 in a single week. And we're getting these kind of results because this is a system that's proven, easy to do, easy to set up. I mean, it's essentially zero risk. I mean, it's so targeted that even with just $5, right, you can see sales in your ClickBank account almost within minutes sometimes. And the beauty is that you don't have to work yourself to death to make sales. I mean, back then, people used to go door to door to make sales, but awesome and driven people like us don't want to work hard. We want to work smart, just using our Wi-Fi and laptop. So now let's go ahead and move forward to the next step.
Awesome stuff. Let's continue moving forward. Now this is the last part, the super fun part, and this is where we get paid, right? Where we make sales and profits because our ads are running now, sales are flowing in. We're gonna start making money like this fat cat here. Andrew, do you wanna jump in here and tell us a little bit about what we see here?
Yeah, Mike. So let me say this first. Once that $5 ad is making you sales and profits, you want to take that working ad and simply just show it to more people. But how do we do that? Just simply increase your $5 budget up and it'll show to more people. And then you can simply roll your profits over and over and snowball your earnings. And what's nice about this is that you get paid on a weekly basis, either by check or direct deposit. You get to choose. You don't have to request it or anything. You literally just sit back and all your commissions will be deposited into your account every week automatically.
In fact, let's go ahead and show you one of our students' accounts. Marissa, are you here?
Are you here, Marissa?
Actually, let's go ahead and unmute your mic. Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Hello?
Okay?
Hello?
Oh, there you go.
Marissa.
Hi.
Awesome.
Nice.
Marissa. Do you mind actually logging in and showing us your stats in your account from the system?
For you guys, yes.
Okay, Marissa, we're actually going to give you the access to share your screen.
Do you mind doing that for us, Marissa?
Please.
Nope, not at all. Can you guys see it right now?
Yes, Marissa, we can. And now for everyone here, just like we did for James, right? How we blurred out, all his private information. We're going to do the same thing for Marissa here. But we're actually going to show you, and you'll see all her stats, right? And it's all going to be live. So Marissa, if you don't mind, could you just go ahead and log in for us?
All right, give me a sec. All right, here we are.
Wow, Marissa. I mean, we see some big numbers here. Do you mind actually just going over a little bit about your numbers? I mean, these are phenomenal, right?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, obviously you can see like they have been growing. So, I mean, I was starting around like $2,000 this day, and then I made that big jump to $9,000, so just under 10K that day.
Yeah.
Then another big jump to 12.
Jesus.
And then I've had one of my biggest days, which I made $14,000 in sales.
Wow. I mean, these are pretty big numbers, right, Marissa? I mean, I see up there as well. Weekly, you're making around like $60,000. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a little bit surreal. I'm pretty pumped about it, but I just know they're going to keep growing, which is pretty cool.
Right. I mean, if you don't mind sharing with all of us here, how much have you made total, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, so I have actually now made over 200K in sales.
Wait, what? Say that again. Sorry.
Yeah, you heard it right. You heard it right. 200K in sales.
Jesus. Okay. I mean, this is crazy. So do you think you can actually just go to reporting real quick to show us what's going on?
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so it looks like we're in reporting now, and I see a nice big number there, and it looks like it's in just the past 14 days. What is that number, Marissa?
That would be over 130K in 14 days.
Wow.
14 days, wow.
Incredible.
Congratulations, Marissa. Honestly, we're very, very proud and happy for you. I mean, I think everyone's pretty excited here, right? And honestly, Marissa, thank you so much. I mean, it's amazing to see, you know, what you were able to achieve in such a short period of time. You know, thank you for your time. We got to hop back into the slides right now, but thank you, Marissa.
Thank you, Marissa.
Yeah, thank you guys.
All right, we'll see you soon, all right?
See you soon, Marissa.
See ya.
Wow. Okay, guys, we're back to our slides, and I mean, that was awesome. You guys just saw Marissa's screen. She's making $200,000 in sales with this system, and she's made $60,000 every single week for the past 2 weeks so far. I mean, that is crazy. Guys, thank you for sharing. Marissa, thank you for being here. Now, we have something really amazing for you guys, and it's this. What we're going to do is we're actually going to pay for your first few ads to get going with this system for you. Out of our own pocket, we're going to get them going for you on our own dime. We're going to tell you more about that shortly. I don't even know what I'm saying. That's crazy, right? But we are going to do it. So stick around. We're going to tell you all about that here shortly. But in the meantime, say I want it if you want to learn all about it here shortly. And let's continue moving forward. What we have here on our screen is a pretty big number, right? I mean, we're seeing a big number here. Angie, do you mind, talking a little bit about this, right? I know we just, saw Marissa's screen, but let's talk about your results here. I'm seeing a big number here. Do you mind explaining what we see here?
Yeah, so as you can see on your screen, we made over $6.7 million in sales. And we were able to achieve this kind of number using our 4-step simple system. And not only that, but our students also use the same exact 4-step system to make hundreds of thousands as well.
Yeah, Andrew, I mean, we've seen that clearly, right? We've seen James show his screen. Marissa showed her screen, right? Just now to us. It's pretty clear that anyone using this system is doing extremely well. You guys, all your students. But we're not done yet, guys. Let's continue moving forward. We have more for you here today. Who here so far is starting to see that this business and the way that we just talked about is one of the hottest new opportunities out there today? Give me a big yes in the chat box, right? Give me a big yes in the chat box because, guys, I've seen it all. I've rarely seen anything this simple, this easy, this profitable, or this automated, right? With this much potential, as you can clearly see here. Give me a big yes in the chat box. Now, everyone, here's how we know that you can really do this. Can you find a big problem? Yes, right? Yes, you can. We even gave it to you, and it's weight loss, right? There's close to no competition when this is a $159 billion industry. Can you find a product? Yes, Andrew walked you through how to find the best products on ClickBank. That just took minutes. Can you share that product? Yes. Chris showed you how to do that with intelligent, simple Facebook ads, right? We showed you how to do that and how Facebook's algorithm will eventually make you more money over time. You can start with just $5, right? And lastly, can you accept weekly commission payments? The answer is yes, right? Andrew just showed you how you get either paid out through direct deposit or check. It doesn't matter where you live. You can do this regardless of your level of knowledge or age or location. And to do all this, you only need a computer and an internet connection, right? To get started. That's why this is called simple Wi-Fi profits, because that's all you need, right? A computer and an internet connection. You start with $5, you snowball it into more, right? And as you've seen, Chris and Andrew's students are following the system and have already had amazing results, and you can too. Actually, if this has been worth your time so far, give us a big yes. Give us a big yes in the chat box if this has been worth your time so far. Let me go ahead and pull that up. Okay, I see John says this was great. Cheryl, Alex, Jason. All right. And I see some of you guys asking about the ads and the products and some of the other things we were talking about that we plan to share here. Yeah, so the truth is, guys, I'm sure you understand this, is that there's a lot more to cover, right, than what we just talked about in the last hour. Even if we talked all day, it would still definitely take some more time. But here's the deal. We don't want to leave you guys hanging. We always deliver on our promises. So we absolutely know that you need this info. We know and want to deliver on what we promise to help you reach your goals faster. So here's what we have planned. Here's what we want to do. We want everyone watching right now to be our next success story, where Chris and Andrew can handhold you personally through this process that we just covered and give you everything you need to do this faster and easier and more effectively here starting today. Now, of course, you can go ahead and do this on your own, right? You can spend years of testing and learning and then more testing, trying to figure out exactly how to make this more profitable, how to make more money, right? And of course, you can take this info. We just did this training to educate you, right? That was the purpose of what we're doing here. Based on the feedback, it looks like everyone has been loving it so far. Now, there is, of course, a faster option for people who want to start this today, right now, right? And they're not looking to waste any time, any money, right? They don't want to test. They don't want to tweak. They want to receive mentorship from Chris and Andrew to see results faster because they've already been the test monkeys for you. What Chris and Andrew want to do is they want to personally coach you, hold your hand, and show you exactly what they did step by step to make almost $7 million and even more than that, to skip all the wasted time, wasted cash loss. They want to give you a program with them as your guides that walks you through this system step by step. Who wants it? Give us a big 1 in the chat box if you want to know all about what they have in store for you here today. Give us a big 1. We're not going to move forward unless you guys want us to. Give us a big 1 in the chat box. All right. Awesome. Lots of 1s coming in. Great. So with your permission, we're going to continue moving forward. Here on your screen, this is the Simple Wi-Fi Profits training program. Now, also known as SWP, as you guys know, Chris and Andrew, they were just working on this system in their own businesses. They never put anything on paper. They never planned to teach anyone the system, right? And, their friends around them saw how much success Chris and Andrew were having and begged them to learn this process. So they created this program out of necessity, right? To help more people, to help people get these results that you've been seeing, which have been phenomenal and are still phenomenal. So Simple Wi-Fi Profits is a training program that's not for sale anywhere else but right here on this training. It's a program where Chris and Andrew will help you get to $10,000 a month quickly in your spare time only, giving you the exact ads, the products, everything you need to take everything that we just showed you and get started earning this week from home. It's a program where they walk you through exactly how they've been so successful with this business. And they handhold you to success as your mentors, right? Like they have with many of their students, as you've been seeing here on this training. Now here's what's inside the Simple Wi-Fi Profits training program that we just revealed. This is pillar number 1 of 8. And there's a few things that they've included here to help you reach success faster. This is the first thing. It's the step-by-step training that makes this all possible. Valued at over $20,000, they're gonna give you the step-by-step manuals, the videos, all the tools you need to start and run this business this week. They're gonna treat you like you know nothing and show you how to do this step-by-step, start to finish. Everything you need is included in the program. Now this information, it's all current, it's all updated and working today, where they're gonna walk you through all the campaigns and everything that they have set up that's already making money, right? This isn't theory, it's all training based on how they're making money now today. They're gonna help you grow from $100 a day to even as high as $10,000 a day, as we've shown you previously. But the goal is to get you to $10,000 per month to start with and grow from there. They're gonna show you A to Z how to set up and automate everything inside of this business and give you the best products and ads and how to scale quickly to that $10,000 a month. And everything is delivered by Chris and Andrew, right? The only thing you need, I think, is something for $2.75 a month or something like that to make this work. That's it. Everything else is completely included inside of the training program. On top of that, this is pillar number 2, done for you money-making products. Valued at over $3,000, they're gonna give you the products that have made them over $100,000 in profit with. And they've spent significant amounts of money testing, millions of dollars figuring out which products are the best. And there's certain statistics that they keep an eye on, and all these products will be the ones that'll make you the most money. They're gonna hand you the best ones. You can be up and running with these products within 5 minutes or less. It's push button simple. You don't need to waste any money testing or researching or trying to figure out what works. They're just gonna hand the best products to you. Now, valued at over $4,000, you're also gonna get a done-for-you ad swipe file. Now, when it comes to running these ads, they're gonna give you the exact ad text, the exact ad images, everything to literally copy and paste into your own campaigns for the products that they've given you. You can literally copy and paste these, download them right to your computer, and start using them within minutes. And these ads are the best ones. They've made hundreds of thousands of dollars for Chris, for Andrew, for their students, and they've spent $3 million testing them to figure out what works. These ads get the most clicks, the most attention, the most sales, the most views, so there's no headaches on your end trying to figure out what works or wasting any money. You literally get to start with the best ads from the jump. That means you save days and even weeks of research and save thousands of dollars, and you get to start with the best ads as soon as you get started with this program. That means there's no need to test everything as soon as you jump into the program, right? You get to start with what's already working, and even more than that, they're gonna show you how to scale to make more money and show you how to find the exact ads that are making the most amount of money right now on Facebook and how you can leverage them also to earn for yourself. So there's no guessing. Now, on top of that, you get everything else that you need. So the done for you ad targeting is something else that's already included, valued at almost $1,500. You get the step-by-step intelligent ad targeting for beginners. Here, they're gonna show you how you can start with $5 and grow to making $10,000 or more with just one ad. Even if you're a beginner or a pro, even if you failed with ads in the past, they're gonna show you how to do this with a 95% success rate. 95% success rate, that's kind of crazy, right? And there's more to this targeting stuff that we can cover over the course of an hour. They're gonna share with you exactly how to do this, how to scale, how to grow this for any budget, even if you start, again, with just $5. They're also gonna give you their profit calculator, which tells you exactly what to look for based on numbers and data on what to do with your ads for next steps, right? Now, I'm a complete dummy when it comes to numbers and data. Even someone like me can do this, so it's not challenging at all. That means that you can start scaling to $100 a day to making $1,000 or $3,000, even $20,000 in a day, as you've seen their students do as well. There's a proprietary formula that these guys follow to grow their ads, and they're gonna share it with you here. Now, they've given you the products, the ads, the targeting, everything that's working for them, but they're also gonna teach you how to do this for yourself, for any product in any niche. So they're not just giving you the fish, they're teaching you how to fish as well. So you can do this for anything as long as you want, right? And this is kind of off topic, but Chris, I know you started a really successful clothing brand, and he uses these skills, these Facebook targeting skills and ad skills that they're teaching you in the program to make tens of thousands of dollars a month with his clothing brand. So these are long-term skills, right? Not just something that'll work, especially for this business, but it'll work for other things as well. Now, they don't just hand you the keys to the kingdom and just leave you to your own devices, right? They actually give you 24/7, 365 VIP support valued at over $1,500. These guys have phenomenal support where you're never alone. You're always mentored, always helped throughout the whole process. You can always contact their support desk 24/7, 365 on a weekend, on a holiday, it doesn't matter. Your success is their priority. So if you have questions or need help or want them to walk you through anything, Chris, Andrew, and their expert coaches will give you a rapid response. That means you can help reach your goals faster. You're not waiting, wondering what to do next. You'll have answers and next steps right away. On top of that, that doesn't mean that you're just given, answers from monotonous support people, right? You're actually given answers from Chris, from Andrew, from real earners, not just support people that are trained to give you an answer, right? Give you a scripted response. You're actually gonna get real help, real answers to your questions, so you'll never have to, figure out what to do next. They're actually earners doing this, making money from this process. And lastly, you see on your screen, easy access support. What does that mean? Well, in a lot of programs, I feel like they hide, how to get support, right? You have to dig through the archives and go to all different pages and try to figure out, what their email is to contact them. And it's like a real challenging process to even get your question in to the people that promised you support, right? This is not going to be that way. You're going to see a chat bubble on every single page of the process, every single page of the members area, so you can see exactly how to get support immediately as soon as you have a question. It's not hard to get answers. Who thinks this sounds good so far? Give me a big yes in the chat. Give me a big yes in the chat box, and we'll continue moving forward because we have so much more prepared to share with you here. Now, on top of that 24/7, 365 support, you're getting a monthly coaching call with these Wi-Fi bosses, Chris and Andrew. Valued at almost $1,300, you're gonna get a coaching call with Chris, with Andrew, with their top earners, where you can get support, get your questions answered, learn the newest, greatest strategies that are working right now, and you'll be able to see success other students are having with you live, right? Get your questions answered live. Even Chris and Andrew can take over your screen with your permission and give you extra guidance, walk you through step-by-step, click by click, how to set things up if you're having any challenges. And it's not just support and Q&A either. What it is they're gonna walk you through live how to set up the system. Whether it's campaigns or scaling or how to make more money, they're gonna give you new strategies working now on this coaching call. Now, this alone would be worth over $10,000 an hour or more for Chris and Andrew's time. But you're gonna get it every single month for free. You're getting direct access to the superheroes, as I like to call them, and it would be a mistake to not be in the same circle as them, as I'm sure you realize from seeing on this training. Now, it gets even better than that, though. In pillar number 7, the Wi-Fi bosses are going to call you every other Wednesday. Valued at over $1,500, here's what's going to happen. Now, Chris and Andrew, they think it's really important. They know it's really important to be on the cutting edge of any breakthroughs that happen from week to week, day to day in this business. And being in the know, right? Being in the know, as we've mentioned on the training, can mean earning significant sums of income if you act fast on new info that others may not have yet, right? We've talked about that a little bit with that match, right? Now, being in the know, getting info before other people have it is valuable, right? So because Chris and Andrew spend millions of dollars doing this, they learn things through testing that others don't. So every other Wednesday, they're going to call your phone with an update, an action item, or even a student success story to motivate you, to help you earn more every week from the system. And no one's doing this in this industry, right? These guys are doing this because they want you to succeed. And I'm sure you see that here. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? If you don't pick up the phone, they're going to leave a voicemail. They're going to share, new strategies, new formulas that are working right now to help move you forward. Now, even more than that, they have something else, a private mentorship group to support you, right? Valued at almost $2,500. It's one thing to have the steps. It's one thing to have the products and everything they're doing to follow. But without the support, without the hand-holding, without access to the experts, it sometimes, honestly, can become challenging to have success, right? Especially if you hit a barrier. You don't know what to do next. So that's why on top of the step-by-step training, on top of the products, on top of the ads, on top of the targeting, on top of the VIP support, the monthly coaching call, right? I'm losing my voice here. On top of the call twice a week on every other Wednesday, you're also going to get free access to a private mentorship group on Facebook where Chris, Andrew, and their most successful $20,000 coaching students, many of whom you've seen on this training, will help answer your questions and mentor you. Now, Chris and Andrew have handpicked a few of their most successful students who will train and help you every step of the way in this mentorship group. You can contact these folks whenever you want, right? As often as you want inside of the group. 24/7, 365. It's another huge difference that sets them apart from other programs online because their coaching students aren't support people. They're not trained to give monotonous answers. You're going to get hand-holding from real earners that are actually making money now. So if you ever hit a challenge or on a roll or want to make more money, you can just ask people. You're never alone wondering what to do next, right? When I see this pillar here, it reminds me of a quote, and that quote is, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." You're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And here in this group, in this mentorship group, you're surrounding yourself with millionaires who can help elevate you and help elevate your success. These guys are right there with you, holding your hand every step of the way, and it couldn't be any easier. That means today you guys are getting all of this. You're gonna get unlimited access to the training program, the step-by-step that you need to get this going. Valued at over $20,000. On top of that, you're gonna get the products, the best ones that Chris and Andrew are using now, valued at almost $3,000. On top of that, you get the ads, the exact ad text, the exact images that you just copy, paste, and download to your computer and start using right away. Valued at almost $4,000. On top of that, you get the intelligent ad targeting for beginners, exactly what to do step by step, even if you've never run an ad before in the past, exactly how to have 95% success rate doing this. Even more than that, you get VIP support 24/7, 365 with their support desk, valued at almost $1,500. Even more than that, you get a monthly coaching call live with Chris and Andrew. Even more than that, they're going to call you every other Wednesday with updates and action items, breakthroughs that you can take and start working with right away to start making even more money. Even more than that, it gets better. You get a private mentorship group with not only Chris and Andrew, but their $20,000 coaching students, valued at almost $2,500 here. Extra support, extra help, done for you, pretty much everything, products, ads, targeting, support, a coaching call. They're gonna call you, you're gonna get a mentorship group. Everything you need is here. So that's over $35,000 in value, and you're gonna be able to get all this for the lowest price that it's ever been offered at here today. But here's why all of that, everything we just talked about, is so valuable. Simple Wi-Fi Profits can help you earn an extra $10,000 or more every month from home. And that kind of income could be something that allows you to have more family time or be secure in your retirement or live life on your own terms, right? Maybe you want to be your own boss one day if you choose. Finally have financial freedom and location freedom and time freedom and so much more. Go ahead and write in the chat box. Let me know, where would you go if you could work from anywhere? What would the perfect day look like for you if you had no boss? if you were making money day in, day out while you were doing other things, while you weren't actively working, how much weight would be lifted off your shoulders right away? How much is a new lifestyle like that worth to you? That source of income that we just showed you worth to you? Well, considering that Chris and Andrew students have made, tens of thousands of dollars a day, over $40,000 in a day, I don't know how much that's worth to you. Only you know that, but it's made Chris and Andrew 7 figures. It's made their students hundreds of thousands of dollars. Still is. It's made them millions. And more importantly, it's allowed them to live life on their own terms. Now today, Chris and Andrew are going to allow 30 lucky people, 30 new founding members in today who act fast. They're going to give 30 people the opportunity to join here today. But why only 30 people, right? Why are they doing that? Why is there a cap? Well, this 30-person limit is real, right? There's only 30 people that they're allowing in, and they need to limit it for quality, right? They need to be able to deliver on exactly what they're promising you here today, which, as you can see, is a lot, right? There's a lot of stuff going on here. And if they let in 100 people all at once, right, the floodgates open, they can't deliver on that quality, that hand-holding that they're promising. So that 30-spot limit is real. Once they reach that number, they're going to close the doors here today. So make sure you join and be one of the first 30 people here on this training today. Chris, Andrew, do you guys want to jump in and talk about your journey, like where you started from and where you are now?
Yeah, Mike, no problem. So guys, listen, before you decide to say yes and join, I think it's important for us to walk you through our journey. Just like most people, we started at zero. And then we got our first sale, $65. And then we grew that to $200 in a day. And then we kind of, reinvested. Then, the next day we ended up making $600 in a day. And then we started snowballing up to thousands. And at this point, we kind of got the system dialed in. Then as time went by, we kind of hit it big. And keep in mind that none of this happened overnight, but we actually ended up breaking, 12,000 in a single day. And more time went by. And at this point, Facebook's artificial intelligence started helping us out, helping us actually break the 20K a day record. And we started earning what? 74,000 in a single day. And if you look at the top right here, we made as much as 300,000 in a week. And then pretty much here, after making a ton of money, we took our foot off the gas, take a little break. And while we were kind of spending our time with our family and traveling around the world, we were still making at least, 5K a day. Then we really turned it back up, and then we broke our own record, which is $92,075 in one single day, right? Two days consecutively, actually. Then we broke our own record. This is actually one of our most memorable days where we did 100,000 in a single day in 24 hours. Then we actually beat that record again with 127,000 in 24 hours again. But, we actually ended up doing close to 500,000 in less than 2 weeks. And when 2020 started, right, a lot of people are still asking, like, does this work? Yes, as you can see here, 2020, we were actually still continually making anywhere from 40 to 60,000 consistently, pretty much every single day, sometimes as high as 70,000 in a day. And today, we pretty much average about $1 million every single month. So why are we showing you all of this, right? Well, it's because we kind of want to show you, just like, any of you guys, we started at zero with no experience, and we had to kind of snowball that up, right? We snowballed that up from, pretty much nothing to millions. And two, it should motivate you because there is absolutely nothing special about me or Andrew, South Korean immigrant. I didn't know any English, right? I had to learn English from scratch. And Andrew was a college dropout. The highest grade that he got was a C. So yeah, we're not the most special people in the world, but now we have a system that works. So yeah, that's it, right? That was our journey, Mike. And I think you can take it over from here.
Yeah, thanks for that, Chris. Awesome stuff. I mean, you guys have put together an awesome package here today. I'm going to say awesome a couple more times. I mean, you guys give them everything you need, right? You give them the training, the products, the ads, the targeting, the support, a coaching call. You call them, you give them a mentorship group. I mean, it's even more than just training, but it's a support system and it's a mentorship. Great work, guys. And what we're talking about here is a revolutionary system valued at over $35,000 that you can have access to before the general public does. And to this date, Chris and Andrew have invested $3 million perfecting this system, hundreds of hours and maybe even thousands. But you won't even need to pay anywhere near that $35,000 that it's absolutely worth here today. But the deal is that these guys are serious about who joins them. The kind of people that join them need to be motivated and serious because, I mean, as you can see on your screen, the first people that joined paid $20,000 to get half of what you are getting access to today. And even if you paid that $20,000 that they paid, right, as you can see on your screen, that would already be an incredible deal, because as you've seen, they've made that much back and so much more. Think about James, right? We told you about James. We told you about his crazy story. He completely changed his life from being separated from his family to making, up to this point, over $1.2 million. I think it's even more than that, $1.5 million. James spent $20,000 with Chris and Andrew to learn this system, to make over $1.2 million. And he has a long-term business that works now. Who here thinks that it'd be worth $20,000 to be able to make $330,000 back in a week, $40,000 back in a single day like James? Type in the chat box, let me know. Big yes if you agree, give me a big yes. All right, John says yes. Joseph, Lindsay, Gina says yes. Of course it would, right? I mean, of course. Now, let me just preface this before we move forward and we show you this price, right? Because I think you're gonna question why it's so low. And to be honest with you, here's why it's so low, right? Here's why it's so low. I think you're gonna be kind of shocked. Chris and Andrew, what they realized is that, $20,000 that they were asking, it's a lot of money for the average person to afford. And if they asked you to pay $20,000 right now, many people would struggle to do that, right? And after hearing James's story, they're motivated to help more people. They want to help more people. They want to help you here today on this training. So here with us today, it's going to be easy for anyone who's serious to get in right now. Membership for the Simple Wi-Fi Profits training is not going to be $20,000 or $15,000 or $10,000 or $5,000 or even $3,000. For their first founding members here today, you're not going to pay anywhere near that. In fact, they decided to get the price down so low that the training would pay for itself 12 times over in just the next few months' time. Here's what they've done. As we mentioned, over 10 people have paid $20,000 for this information, and they're offering it to you today for a super, super low price. You get a Simple Wi-Fi Profits today for just $14.97. Just $14.97 or 3 payments of $577. That's it. That's less than $4 a day over the course of the year. That's the price of a coffee at Starbucks. Isn't your financial future worth at least as much as that? I'm sure it is. I sure hope so, because you won't be able to get a better value anywhere else than right here today. What we're going to do is we're going to give you the link to join in just a moment. But first, we want to make it even easier for you to join completely risk-free. When you join us today, we want to give you a guarantee that eliminates all risk for you here today. Starting today, you can learn all these strategies in your own home without risking a single penny, and here's how. Chris and Andrew are also including their Fort Knox Strong, good as gold, 45-day success guarantee. And the way it works is that if you put Simple Wi-Fi Profits to work, they guarantee you'll have success within 45 days, or they'll coach you until you do. If you still can't make it work after they try to help you, if they can't make you money, then they don't deserve any of yours. They'll give you all of your money back. And you're not gonna have to wait at all. They'll issue you your refund to you on the spot then and there. Now, even more than that, and this isn't something that you see on your screen here, but what they're gonna do is they're gonna add something even on top of this guarantee, and it's called the $10,000 challenge. Now, when you make $10,000 in sales with this system, they're gonna give you your entire course investment back. All right, let me say that again. When you make $10,000 in sales, they're gonna give you your entire course investment back. When you make 10K in sales, you get all your money back that you invested when you join today. How awesome is that? They're literally paying you to succeed with this program. Type I'm in if you think this is awesome, and let's continue moving forward. Let's give you the link to join right now. Okay, now's the time. You've seen the results, right? You've seen this is the only system that can help you get these results. Chris and Andrew have lowered the price of admission to the lowest price they've ever offered, and tens of thousands of dollars off the ticket price. They've added a performance guarantee that covers you. You either succeed or they help you get there. It's absolutely no risk to you, but now is time to make a decision. You can join Simple Wi-Fi Profits right now at this extremely discounted rate by going to the link on your screen. Now, depending on what device you're watching it from, you might see a button on or around your screen somewhere. Click that button, but if not, type that link into your browser. Make sure you go to the link that you see on your screen here and join right now. Today and right now, you can become one of the 30 lucky founding members that starts putting this into action. But once we reach 30 people, we are gonna have to shut this down, right? We expect these spots to fill up really fast because we're giving you everything you need, right? Remember, we've got to keep this group small for quality. And think about that match analogy that we talked about earlier, right? This is inside info that's being shared with only a small group of people, and you can get in on the ground floor, so to speak, right? Before anyone else, while it's the most profitable. So act now while spots are still available. In fact, who's getting in now, right? Type "I'm in" the chat box. Let us know. I'm gonna pull that up. John's getting in. Thomas, Susan's getting in. Nancy's getting in. Mark says he's getting in. Awesome. And when you do join, guys, type "I'm in" the chat box, right? You might see a chat box, questions box, chat bubble, depending on where you're watching in from. We will try to shout out your name here in front of everyone, right? Let them know that you're an action taker. You're ready to change your life. Let's continue moving forward. Now, guys, because you've stuck on here with us, we're going to sweeten the pot. We're going to sweeten the deal, make the system even easier for you to have success, and make this an absolute no-brainer for you. Here's what we mean. On top of that, on top of everything we just shared, right, on this session only, you've seen screenshots of Chris and Andrew earning millions, but there was one specific campaign where they made the most money, where they made $1.2 million in 30 days, right? 31 days, I believe, right? So what they're gonna do is they're gonna give you the exact product, the exact special pages they used, the exact ad copy, images, targeting, everything you need to just copy this specific campaign and start using it for yourself in under 30 minutes. No testing, no tweaking, no needing to figure things out at all. So special bonus number one, valued at almost $5,000, is the $1.2 million done for you ad campaign. Everything you need to get this going yourself. Think about it. If they made $1.2 million with this campaign, how much do you think you can make, right? Even if you made 1/10 of that, 100th of that, right? Even a 200th, 1/200th of that, that's $6,000, right? In that same time frame, wouldn't you be happy with that? Of course, right? With this here, with this bonus, special bonus number one, you have everything you need to just copy this campaign for yourself. They'll walk you through how to copy it and use it in your own accounts within minutes. And this bonus here could pay for the investment of simple Wi-Fi profits that we'll share with you in just a second, several times over. How awesome is that? Now it gets even better than that. This is special bonus number two. But before we dive into that, there's some bad news, right? There's some bad news when it comes to working the system, and here it is, right? Drum roll. The bad news is that there's work involved to get this going. It's not magic, right? It's not magic. You're not gonna make money out of thin air. That's the bad news. But here's the good news. Even though it takes work, it takes effort to get this going, it doesn't take as much effort and work as you think. It doesn't take as much work and effort as you think it does. And Chris and Andrew, they're gonna make it even easier for you so that you can work less and earn more. They're gonna train a virtual assistant for you. Here's what we mean. Now, when you hire a virtual assistant down the line, Chris and Andrew are gonna put them through a proprietary training system that takes just a couple days to complete. And that doesn't mean this training program, right? They have a proprietary training program specifically for employees or virtual assistants that trains them directly from Chris and Andrew on high value tasks for you, so you don't need to. And what that means for you is that they're gonna be able to run this business for you, right? Directly from Chris and Andrew, who train them. So you don't need to actually train them or teach them anything. Put them through this done for you training program. What that means in simple terms is that you can literally take this business and outsource it to someone else. You can take work off of your plate and have someone run this business for you, and Chris and Andrew will train them for you. How awesome is that, right? That's special bonus number two, and we have so much more here for you. Now it gets even better than that, and special bonus number three is instant access to their VIP commission club. Now normally people in this business earn a commission, right? A set commission, but because you're working with Chris and Andrew, they have special deals to help you earn more. So when you jump into Simple Wi-Fi Profits, this training program here today, they're gonna negotiate an enormous 15% commission bump for you. 15% more that you'll earn on every sale that you wouldn't have before. Now 15% doesn't seem like a huge number, right? But when you make $100,000 in commissions like you've seen many of their students have in the past, that means you'll instantly make $15,000 more without doing anything extra. When you make $200,000 in commissions, lo and behold, you just earned $30,000 more. $400,000 in commissions, you just made $60,000 more automatically, right? It's all autopilot, added into your bank account without you needing to do anything or set anything up. It's for Chris and Andrew students only. They don't make a cut or anything like that. This is just for their students, and you get this for all the products that they recommend to you. Now, if you're not a student, right, you obviously are gonna miss out on this, right? Who doesn't like free money, right? For their students here, there's even rare cases where they can negotiate a 30% increase in commissions, We'll explain that in the training, but they're going to keep that a surprise here. That means that you're going to make more money for doing nothing more than you already were. That's special bonus 3. How awesome is that? And it gets even better and better and better, right? So the next bonus that they have available for you, valued at almost $3,000, is the high ticket commissions $1,000 commission upgrade. Now, normally, Chris and Andrew, they earn hundreds of thousands of dollars a week selling products where they make $50 commissions, just 50. That's a lot of sales, right? That they made, millions of dollars with. But what if you could 20x that commission payout? Instead of making, just $50, you can make $1,000 per sale. Now, this is something kind of new, kind of secret that they're just starting to do, and they're making a killing with. So they're going to show you a strategy where you can implement and begin earning $1,000 as opposed to just $50 per sale. You're going to make 20x the normal. So with just one sale a day, you've already made $1,000 for the whole day, right? They're going to give you the ads, the targeting, everything they're using to make this work right now. And they don't want to reveal too much here, but they're going to show you inside of the training exactly how they make this work. Who's loving these bonuses so far? Give me a big yes in the chat box. All right. Alex says yes. Carla and John say yes. Dom, Tammy says yes. Awesome. Now, for all the bonuses that we just mentioned, right? All those 4 special bonuses that we just talked about, all those pillars, everything that we just mentioned, everyone that joins on this session is going to get them. We're not going to sit here and use hardcore sales tactics to get you to join, right? We're here to help serious people. We don't need to sit here and beg you to join. I think you see the value here. And if this is for you, I'm sure that you'll make the right call. Now, these 4 bonuses that we just talked about, we're not going to limit them. We're not going to lie to you. We can deliver these to everyone that joins today. And we're not going to sit here like gurus and push you. But there is one specific bonus that we are going to have to limit to 15 people. And for a very good reason. So let's go ahead and talk about this fast action bonus today only for the next 15 people right now. Now, this is a fast action bonus here that's available for the next 15 people that join today only. And as we mentioned, we want to help serious people, right? So if you join today and you're one of the first 15 people, what Chris and Andrew are going to do is they're going to help get your first few ads up. They're going to fund your first few ads to get started with this system. Here's how it works, right? Once you're all set up, what Chris and Andrew are going to do is they're going to put money for your first few ads on a voucher. And when you go to use it, it's kind of like a store credit, right? They've already paid the credit for you. So your ads are already funded by Chris and Andrew. So that means once you join, you're going to have already everything you need. You got to set up these campaigns, you use this voucher, and you can snowball the earnings like we shared with you earlier. What that means, though, is you don't have to go into this program with any budget, right? I mean, of course, you should have some sort of budget. You should not be broke. That's not what we recommend here. But what's nice is that you don't have to invest anything into the ads to get started. Chris and Andrew are going to get you started if you're one of the first 15 people, and it's going to be on their own dime. They're going to pay for the first few ads for you on their own dime. But I think the question in the back of your head is, why are you guys limiting this one and not the others, right? Well, you're going to get all the other bonuses like we just talked about. We're not, whack gurus. We're not going to limit some imaginary bonuses to a certain number of people and all this sort of thing. This one is for 15 people, and the reason why is because we just can't pay for everyone's ads, right? To get started, we would be broke. Chris and Andrew would be broke if they paid for everyone that came in here to get started with their ad. I mean, they can't do it for everyone, right? So if you're serious, you're one of the first 15 people to join here today on this training, you will be able to get this special bonus. Let's go and take a quick look and see who's joined so far. We've got Robert and Brandon, Kara, Debbie, Mark just joined. That means, guys, that there are 10 spots left for the bonuses. So make sure you join right now while you still can to get that fast action bonus. Now, when you do join, type I'm in the chat box, and what we'll do here is we'll try to shout out your name. I know there's a lot of people writing here in the chat box here, and we're going to try to write back to you here and respond to you. But what our team's going to do is actually, relay your name to me once you join, and we'll try to shout out your name here live. Now, when you do join, you're going to get over $45,000 in value. You're going to get unlimited access to the Simple Wi-Fi Profits actual training program, step-by-step training program, where Chris and Andrew walk you through this business. You're going to get the best products, right? The ones that Chris and Andrew are using right now done for you. You're going to get the ads, the text, the images, everything to download and start using right away, and the targeting, right? Targeting for complete beginners, whether you've done this before or not, you're going to know exactly how to have a 95% success rate. And you're going to get support too. 24/7, 365 VIP support. You're going to get a monthly coaching call with Chris and Andrew. You're also going to have them call you every other Wednesday with urgent updates and breakthroughs. And even more than that, you're going to get a private mentorship group with Chris, Andrew, and their $20,000 students. Now, they make this completely risk-free with their Fort Knox strong 45-day success guarantee, where you either have success, right, or they help you until you do. And if you still can't make that happen, they give you every penny of your investment back here today. Now, on top of that, you're also going to get their $1.2 million ad campaign. You're also going to get done for you outsourcing, where they train virtual assistants and employees for you. On top of that, you're going to get access to the VIP Commission Club, increasing what you make on every sale by 15%. Even more than that, you're going to learn how to get $1,000 commission payments as opposed to just 50, and how to literally 20x what you make in commissions. Even more than that, they're going to pay for your first few ads if you're one of the first 15 people to join here today. Now, the one thing you don't see on your screen is a $10,000 success bonus. What that is when you make $10,000 with this system, they're going to give you every single dollar of your investment back. Their goal is to help you have success, and once you do, you get every dollar that you invest back, right? Because you're now one of their successful students. Once you hit $10,000, you get all of your investment back, and many of their students have done that successfully over and over and over again. Let's go ahead and see who's just joined. We've got Kristen just joined, and Alex and Nancy just joined. I think if my calculations are right, there's about 7 spots left. So go ahead and let us know in the chat box. Type a big yes if you're getting in now, so we can go ahead and call your name out as we continue on with the training. Now, because they've made it so easy, their students are having massive success. As you can see here on your screen, this is James, and we talked to James earlier, but he's made $1.2 million in just 3.5 months. That's crazy. In fact, Chris, Andrew, I think we actually still have James on here with us. Do you guys want to bring James on?
Yeah, Mike, let's go ahead and do that. James, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Cool. First, we want to kind of ask you, how your experience was with Simple Wi-Fi Profits, right? Do you mind kind of sharing that?
Yeah, sure. Would love to. So pretty much, I started off with $0, just like anyone else. Didn't really have a big budget to work with. Didn't really have any, expertise or experience with, technical side of things. But, I think what I did differently than others was I kept reinvesting all the profits that I made with your guys' SWP system back into the business. That's kind of what allowed me to grow so quickly. And, in total, I've made, you can see the screenshot. I've done $1.2 million with your guys' system. I was hitting the $10,000 a day mark, within 22 days of, implementing the SWP system. And obviously you guys also saw in the previous screenshots that I've had days when I've done, $30,000, $40,000 in a single day, but on average, I'm doing around $150,000 to $200,000 a week. This really changed my life. And it's really thanks to you guys. And, so if any of you guys out there are on the fence on whether you guys want to do SWP, this is definitely the best time to join. You guys are going to be learning from the 2 best guys in the industry. They have the stats and the results to back it up. So if you guys are on the fence, I highly recommend it. This is your chance to start building your online business and start changing your life today. The same way that it changed my life as well. So with that being said, I hope to see you guys all in the Facebook, the private Facebook group chat, and if you guys see me around, just make sure to say hi,
Well, awesome. Well, James, before you go, actually, do you mind just kind of, talking about how your life has changed before and after the system? Because I know, you're making a ton of money out here, but how has your life changed, right? Because at the end, money's money, but your life, the quality of it, do you mind talking about that?
Oh, you don't even want to go there. Yeah, so, obviously my life is completely different. As far as the stress side of things, having to pay bills, all of that eliminated, gone, and to think that all of this could have changed within 3 to 4 months, it's amazing, right? I would have never imagined in a million years that I'd be living this type of lifestyle. I get to travel wherever I want. I get to take my girlfriend out to nice places to eat. No stress. My life is just very good right now. I don't spend too much time working. I spend at most, 1 to 2 hours a day. So, my life is in a pretty good spot. I really have nothing to complain about, honestly.
I got to admit, James, I'm quite jealous of your lifestyle here, taking out your girl wherever you want. That's awesome, man. But, you really earned it. So congratulations to you. This is yours. And once again, we thank you so much for your time. And I think, we got to go right back into the slides. So once again, thank you, James. All right.
Of course. I'll see you guys soon. All right. Bye-bye.
Wow. James, thank you so much for sharing your experience. That's awesome. And the results that you've been able to get have been amazing, right? The results you've been able to get, the results that Chris and Andrew's students have been able to get, just in general, are phenomenal. And it's all because of Simple Wi-Fi Profits. Now here's the thing, guys. Simple Wi-Fi Profits is understandably limited for 3 reasons. The first is that there's a limited number of spots that we're allowing in to this program here today. Only 30 new members. And we're gonna actually run out of spots pretty quickly. We have quite a bit of people here, and when they're gone, they're gone. And what that means is that, there's 30 people only, because we can only have so much bandwidth, for these students. Of course, we can go and tell you some BS story about how we've got only a few spots left. You better join right now. We can't make you an account, right? We can't make any more. I'm sure you've heard it all before. The truth is, right, when we run out, we can make more accounts. It's all virtual. It takes a second to do. It's not a big deal. But the reason why we're limiting it is because we want to limit this for quality. We need to be able to deliver on what we're promising here, and that's what's more important. So of course, we can make more accounts, but we're not going to. What we're going to do is focus on the people that do join, the 30 people that join here today, and help you guys reach success. Now, even more than that, our system's programmed to know whether you're here joining on this session or a replay or an encore. So we're actually going to limit to 30 people here in this session as you're hearing it. So we want to make sure, if you're serious about getting in, join right now, because there's only 30 spots. This is also limited because we're only allowing 15 people in for that special fast action bonus. Once those 15 spots are up, where we pay for your ads, you will not have another chance for us to do that. Why are we limiting it to 15 people and not giving it to everyone? Because it costs us money to deliver that, right? We don't want to do that for everyone here. That's going to cost us an arm and a leg. And what we're doing, right, is we're only helping the people that are serious. So if you're serious and you want to get that bonus, join right now. Be one of the first 15 people to get in right now. Now, the third reason why this is limited is because we're starting in a few days. And what we mean is that we're going to be releasing another really critical piece of this training in a few days' time on next Monday. So what we want to do is have you in, ready to go before that time, right? So if it takes you too much time to decide here, you will miss out on the next critical piece of the training. You'll have to catch up. We don't want to do that. We want best case scenario for you to get in right now, start from scratch, and you get everything you need on time, so you're not trying to play catch up. You learn everything you need to know when it's released. That's the way this training is designed, and that's why our students have had so much success. The bottom line here, guys, is that your future is in your hands. We can't force you, right, to join. This is your decision, but you could, instead of looking back and regretting this moment, right, that you missed it, you could instead look back at it as a really great milestone where you took a leap and it paid off, right? We're not going to force you. This is your call. But if you're the kind of person that I think you are, intelligent and strong-willed and hungry for wealth and freedom, then I have 100% faith that you'll make the right decision, whatever that is for you. But we hope you join us here in this training. Now, it looks like Justin took that and ran with it. Justin just joined, Mary just joined, Bill just joined, and you guys just wrote "I'm in" the chat box. So we see your purchases here from what I can tell on our end. So that's great. Awesome, guys. Congrats for joining. Now, I think we only have 5 spots left for the bonuses. Maybe it's 4 spots. Yeah, so comment "I'm in" or "in process." Let us know that you're getting in now, so we can make sure to allocate those bonuses to you when you do join. But only 4 spots left, everyone. In fact, the way that we see it is that you have 3 options, right? And we'll lay them out for you so you can make your choice easier, whatever that choice might be. Now, choice 1 is to just do nothing, right? No one's stopping you from keeping your life the way it is. And if you're happy with where you are, then absolutely this is the choice for you, right? If you're always prepared for anything that might go sideways in the future, or if you're just not interested in growing your income with this business, that's okay, right? You can certainly choose this option and do nothing. Now, because you've made it this far, I don't think that's you, right? I think you're ready to take a chance. I think you're ready to become the best version of you. And if I'm right in saying that, then you're down to 2 other choices. Now, choice number 2 is the yellow door, which is to go at this alone. Now, I know firsthand how hard it is to build a business, right? It took Chris and Andrew $3 million to figure this business out and to get it to this level, right? But if you think you have it all figured out, if you think you don't need any help along your journey, then you can go at it alone, right? You could take years, maybe a decade to learn the missing pieces to have success at this level, at what they're showing you here today. And of course, it's possible, right? The goal of this training was to show you how this works, to educate you, to show you kind of the behind the scenes of how this business works. And we've done that, right? You can take what we've shown you and run with it, right? But it's going to take you some time. It's going to take you some money. It's going to take you some testing and tweaking to figure it out, but it's possible, right? But if you're looking for a shortcut, a way to grow your income without wasting time, without wasting any money, without wasting any effort, and if you want to reap the benefits of having this business running right away, starting to generate you income in your spare time, and you want to start doing this week, then I think your choice is clear. Your final choice, and the one that we would love to work with you on, is to let us do the heavy lifting for you. Let us put our proven system to work for you. We'll do the legwork for you. We've spent and will continue to spend the money needed in testing first, so you don't need to. You just follow the steps. You can bypass all our failures and get started from where we are here today without, risking all that failure, without risking all the money we've already spent up to that point. Now, when you join Simple Wi-Fi Profits, or SWP as we call it, we're going to bring you the most updated info to help you maximize your monthly income. And take a second and ask yourself this: which choice will be easiest for you, right? Ask yourself that question. Let us know what your answer is, because I think we've made it an absolute no-brainer. And all that's left for you to do is take your first step today. But remember, 30 lucky people are going to be able to join here, and only 15 will get the fast action bonuses. So whatever your choice is, do not delay. Make the smart choice, whatever you think that may be for you and your family. A nice quote, a nice proverb that I like to put in perspective is, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, right? But the second best time is now. So the choice is yours. Join now, take control of your financial freedom while you still can. Let's go and check who we have here. Let's see if anyone else has joined. I think Joe just joined, and Barbara. So I think there's 2 spots left for the bonuses. Let's go ahead and jump in and continue moving forward. Congrats, guys, on getting in.
Thanks for that, Mike. Well, let me just say one thing real quick before you continue on, if you don't mind. Well, here's the deal, right, guys? We're really not interested in giving this away, especially at such a low price that we're offering right now to just anyone. Whether you choose to take this offer today or sleep on it, again, it's your call. It's completely your decision. But before you decide, let me break it down for you. All you have to do is agree to try this out at our risk, not yours, ours. And we'll send you access immediately, right? If you put in the work with our support, for some odd reason it still doesn't work, we'll send you your money back. That's not a problem. We'll send you the money back the same day. That day you ask for it, we'll give it back. No catches, no strings attached here. But here is the deal. If you're the type who always says you want more out of life, but you never take action like you should, please don't join. If you're completely broke, if you make excuses all the time and you're stuck in the information gathering mode rather than in action mode, right? Or if you're maybe that person who starts everything but doesn't finish anything, not one grain of good will come from you joining this course. So please do us a favor and don't join. On the other hand, we're looking for driven, hungry, and ambitious, individuals who are eager to make good use of our hard work here. The type that's ready to take action, the type that looks for every reason why this will work for them. The type that understand that this is not a cost, that it's an investment in your future. So yeah, these are the types of people that we want to help more of. And I'm telling you all of this because, too many people in this industry are out there saying that they'll take you to the promised land of online income for no work, no effort. You have to lift your fingers, you make all this money, you wake up to it. And people fall for it every day, right? But we're not going to sit here and promise you that you'll wake up to $2,500 by next week if you follow this. We also can't promise you an exact dollar amount because we just don't know you. Here's what we can promise you. When you're inside the program, we're going to give you the exact step-by-step blueprint, the exact system, that our students are currently using right now to make their true passive income. Because we noticed that the quickest way to success is modeling off someone else's success, and we've proven that to you, right? We'll also provide you the support you need along the way. The potential with the system is literally limitless, right? But again, it's up to you to turn your dream into a reality. So we just ask that you meet us halfway. Now, this is a long way of saying, we want to get this system in the right hands. And that's it, right? And because you're still here, I think you're one of those 30 people we're going to be able to help today. And if I'm right, you're here because you want something different. If you're here because you want to start earning 6 figures from home, to be able to work anywhere in the world, right? Then this is absolutely for you. Because the truth is, you can change who you'll be 10 years from now, starting today, right? Just look at our students' stories, right? If you want to change your life, go to the link on your screen right now to get started. And in fact, when you get started, so much is possible. In fact, I think we still have Marissa here with us. She can share her experience of SWP with you. Marissa, are you still here?
Yeah, I am.
Awesome. Well, first of all, thank you for sharing your screen earlier. While you're here, do you think you can actually just talk briefly about your experience with Simple Wi-Fi Profits?
Yeah. I mean, oh my God, where do I even really start? One, I think it's important to note that I had absolutely zero experience with Facebook ads at all. And now I consider myself someone very proficient at it. And you can see from my screenshot before that I was making, a few hundred, and then it turned into thousands. And now I'm literally making 60K a week, which is insane to me.
Right. 60K a week. Awesome. I mean, if you're being honest, right, would you say that the system is easy or hard to get these kind of results? Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, like anything you do, you have to put the work in. There's no getting around that. But you guys have literally written the Bible of Facebook ads. So as long as you're willing to put in the work and study it every day, like the answers are there for you.
I mean, so you mentioned that you had like zero experience. I mean, where would you say, you're at with Facebook ads now? Like, would you consider yourself maybe an expert, or you're still learning a lot? Where are you at with that?
To be honest, I feel I can confidently say I'm getting very close to expert status at this point. Yeah.
So, with the kind of results you're getting now, how'd you say maybe your life or lifestyle has changed?
Okay, I'm not even being dramatic here. I used to be in the fitness game and a personal trainer, and I would work these crazy, insane hours. And I would dream about just being able to wake up and roll out of bed, grab my coffee, and sit down on my laptop. And now I'm literally doing that every day and making more money than I ever have in my entire life.
So awesome. Marissa, thank you so much once again for your time. We're going to continue to talk about you throughout this training, because once again, you are a superstar. So thank you, Marissa, for your time. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Yeah, thank you guys.
All righty. All right, guys. So, you guys heard from Marissa herself, right? The lady boss. And it should be pretty clear by now that our students are getting amazing results in our SWP training course. But if you're still on the fence, remember, we've made this completely zero risk for you. So, Mike, actually, do you mind just taking it back over now?
Yeah, guys, I mean, how awesome is that, right? You've heard from James. You just heard from Marissa. These guys are using the exact same formula that you're going to use. You're going to get the exact formula to get results like those students that you just heard from to change your path, right? It's so easy for them and can be so easy for you because you have everything that you need here. And up until now, we've shown you that you get everything you need to be successful with this business. But we've also shown you that we've taken all the risk out of it for you with this offer. There's no risk on you at all. You really only risk losing a little bit of your time. Here's what we mean. As you can see here, you're gonna get a completely zero risk, Fort Knox strong, good as gold, 45-day success guarantee. When you put Simple Wi-Fi Profits to work, they're gonna guarantee that you'll have success within 45 days, or they'll coach you until you do. And if for some reason after they coach you and try to help you reach that success, you still can't make it happen somehow, they're gonna give you every penny of your investment back. The goal here is for you to join, right, and start to have results, not to join and look around, right? So what we're doing is we're not only holding ourselves accountable, but holding you accountable. You join, you put in the work, and we help you get these results that we're talking about here, right? This isn't just another program. This is a mentorship, right? With Chris and Andrew to help you reach these kind of results, get this system into action, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. Now, the one thing you also don't see here is that they're making it even easier because the $10,000 challenge that they have here for you, when you make $10,000 in sales, they're gonna give you your entire investment back here today. They're pretty much paying you to try out SWP here today. When you make $10,000 in sales, you get all of your money back. Chris and Andrew are so sure that they can help you reach success that when you do, when you make $10,000 and they give you your course investment back, they're pretty much out of money and out of time, right? They spent the time to coach you. They spent the time and the money. They're giving you back what you invested here today. They're pretty much at a loss, right? But why would they do that? It's because you're going to tell people. People are going to see your results. People are going to come to Chris and Andrew for the same type of mentorship because they see how well you are doing. So I think once they understand that, they're not even worried about giving you your money back. They are sure that they'll help you get to this kind of level of success like you've seen with Chris and Andrew's students here. Type I'm in if you think that bonus is awesome. Type I'm in the chat box, let us know. Now let me take a second and see where we're at in terms of spots, just to be clear and transparent with you guys, so we know if we're going to be able to give you those bonuses here. Let me check here. So I think good and bad news, right? We only had 15 spots for that one bonus where we pay for your ads. Good news is Michelle and Paul just got in and got that bonus. Bad news is that the bonuses are now full. But Chris, Andrew, I think based on the chat box, I see some people here that are actually buying right now. So what do you guys want to do here? I know you said you had a strict limit of just 15 here, but I know there's people that are like buying right now. Are you guys able to give a few more spots? Are you able to pay for a few more ads here? What do you guys want to do here?
Yeah, I think we can do that for them. Yeah, just go ahead. Yeah, hey Mike. So Chris and I just talked it over, and for everyone here who's serious about joining and will put in the work and really try to change your life with the systems, then yeah, we're willing to pay for your ads with this bonus as long as you join before this training ends.
Okay. All right. So guys, you've heard it here, right? You heard it here first. They're going to extend these bonuses for you. They're going to extend that one bonus and give everyone the opportunity to get in as long as you join here on this training before it ends. In fact, let's go ahead and do this, right? I know we're winding down here. We have a few more things to cover, have some questions to cover, a few other things that we have here for you, but let's actually start a countdown timer for about 20 minutes. I think that's enough time to cover what we have here left for you guys. So if you guys get in before this countdown timer ends, you'll get all the bonuses. You'll get full and complete access to this training program, Simple Wi-Fi Profits, and everything that we're offering here. But you have to join before this countdown timer ends, right? Actually, I've got my team members here on the line. Brett, do you mind putting up that countdown timer on the screen for about, let's say 20 minutes? Brett, do you mind doing that real quick? All right, let's go and give him a second to do that. We should be all good to go here in just a moment. Okay. Brett says we're all good to go, so you guys should see a countdown timer on your screen. When this countdown timer expires, the bonuses, everything we have to offer you here today will go. So it's only available here right now as you're on and watching this training. Doesn't matter what device you're watching in from. We're going to track what device you're watching in from and our systems program to know. So definitely join in while you still can before this countdown timer ends. Let's continue on. Now, Chris and Andrew make this system so easy with everything you get. You get the products, the ads, the targeting, but so much more than that. You're also going to get, the Simple Wi-Fi Profits training program, step-by-step, exactly how to start this business. You get the products, the best ones they're using that aren't even all available to the public. You also get the ads, the exact ad text, the images, everything you need to get those ads going with targeting for complete beginners, step-by-step, how to do that. You also get support, right? It's not, just about the steps, but it's about having support and help when you need it. You get that 24/7, 365 in their VIP support concierge service. Even more than that, you're going to get a monthly coaching call live with Chris and Andrew. You're also going to get a call every other Wednesday from them with urgent updates and breakthroughs and things that you need to start moving on this week. And it also helps keep you motivated. Even more than that, you're going to get a private mentorship group with Chris, Andrew, and their 20K students where they're going to continue to walk you through what's working now, and you'll be able to ask their students questions of what's working now. You've seen some of their students here. You'll have access to those people there in that mentorship group. And even more than that, it's completely zero risk for you with their Fort Knox Strong 45-day success guarantee. You either have success or they help you get there, and if they can't help you get results, you get all your money back that same day. One of the things you don't see here is their 10K success bonus. When you have $10,000 in sales, they give you your entire course investment back, right? They're literally paying you to succeed. You also get amazing bonuses. Bonus number 1 is the $1.2 million ad campaign completely done for you. Bonus 2, done for you outsourcing, where you can literally train people to do the system for you. They give you the training system, literally just hand to someone to start working on this business. Even more than that, you get VIP commission club access, 15% commission bump or more. You also get high ticket commissions, 20x in the normal commission payout. Remember, $50 for a normal sale, you're gonna get instead $1,000 commission payments. They'll show you the secret strategy that makes this work, the ads, the targeting, the products, everything they're doing to make this happen now. And then the fast action bonus for the first 15 people only, they're gonna pay for your first few ads with this system. Everything you're seeing here is valued at over $45,000 in value, and waiting one more day, right? Even one more hour can mean someone else gets your spot. Someone else gets access to everything here on your screen. Now this could change your life or someone else's. Make the decision for it to change yours if you're serious about results. And as we talked about, right, there's never been a better time to do this. That match is burning bright. Their students are making 40,000 plus a day. This is the time where this information is red hot. A small group of people know about this, right, that are inside of this training, and you can get in it now when it's working better than it's ever worked before. You get access to this now before anyone else. It's your turn to have success. Go to the link on your screen to join right now. Now with this system, these kinds of results are possible. 5,000 a day from Chris K. You'll see at the top right, making 11,000 in 1 week, right? Would you guys pay $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 or more to make 5,000 in a day? Of course you would. That's a no-brainer. We're asking you for so much less than that to be able to do this, right? To be able to have success like this. Not only that, here's some updated screenshots from Marissa. We showed you her screen earlier. She's doing even better than this, but making 10, 12, 13, $10,000 a day, 62,000 in a week. As we showed you, she's made $120,000 in the last 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks, $120,000. I would invest $100,000 to be able to make $100,000 week after week after week repeatedly. Even more than that, this is James. We just talked to James. You've seen his screen. I mean, he logged into his accounts. He earned $1.2 million in 3.5 months, right? Now, why are these students able to get these results? The reason is that they have Chris and Andrew as their mentors. And you're gonna be able to get the same mentors, Chris and Andrew, in the Simple Wi-Fi Profits program. And your mentors are earning, as you can see here, $92,000 in just 1 day. You're gonna be able to follow the same system that got not only James and Marissa and all their students the same results, but you're gonna be learning from the guys that are making this work every single day. These guys, as we mentioned, they're breaking records. $100,000 in 1 single day. That's a yearly salary at a good 9-to-5 job. Even more than that, they beat that record and made $127,000 in just 1 day, $368,000 in just 1 week. And they still are earning $70,000 daily, even when they scale back. They try to relax, enjoy their income, help other people still make over $70,000 in a day, over $1 million every month on average, as you can see there at the bottom right-hand side of your screen. So what does that mean, right? Clearly, it means that this system works. And these numbers, they seem a little unrealistic, right? Right? It does. Honestly, it does seem unrealistic. We showed you their students' results. We logged in, we showed it to you. We try to give you every tool to be able to see that this is real. We don't want to freak you out with these big numbers, but fortunately for you, all these guys are doing are big numbers, right? So while it's a little unrealistic, while it's kind of crazy, it's good for you. It's a benefit to you because they're doing so well, and these guys can be your mentors. It's probably going to intimidate a couple people, right? And those people won't end up joining. But for the people that realize and understand how big this opportunity is, they'll be able to really, really have a huge advantage by working with Chris and Andrew here. When you guys take this system that Chris and Andrew have created here for you, you can start earning $10,000 a month from home like their other students do, and so much more than that. Now I'm seeing a question here before we keep moving forward, and we're actually going to cover some questions here at the end, but I'll take this one real quick, guys. It said, and I think this is a good question, how long does it take to get everything set up? So I'd say it takes about a week to learn everything, right, in your spare time. A week for you to get everything set up so you can run things smoothly without having to jump back and fix anything. And then probably on week 3, you'll be up and running with this business and start seeing sales, depending on how much free time you have, right? I think on average, Chris and Andrew students are, making their first $10,000 a month mark within 15 to 22 days. That's the average of when they start hitting their first 10,000. I think 10,000 is a good number to shoot for, though. But even if that's, on day 30 that it happens for you, or 45, or even 60, continuously making that 10,000 a month is a huge win. So I think that's the goal. You should come in here just trying to dedicate your free time to this when you can, your spare time, to get this up and running. Let's continue moving forward. Now, it's true that anyone can build this business to 10,000 or more every single month. If you are serious, Chris and Andrew can absolutely help you build this to 10,000 a month from home. And we truly believe that there isn't a more predictable opportunity out there. So to get started right now, go to the link on your screen, and when you do, just imagine when you get that email with your login info. And once you log in, you click that link, you log in, you start watching that training that we have prepared for you. You're gonna hear direct from Chris and Andrew as your mentors. Now you do that and you start following it step by step. You can see before your very eyes as you create an online business that finally can be successful, that's finally proven and working today. All the steps are laid out, right? Every click, every action that you need to take's already worked out for you. Imagine you set this up, your first campaign, and you start to see sales come in day after day after day. You start rolling over, snowballing your earnings. And you get to the point where you're posting your success story into our group. Everyone's celebrating with you, me, Chris, and Andrew, and all of their students. And again, that's just the beginning, because you start scaling this to 5,000 or 10,000 a month and much more than that, like their students have, and you just continue to grow it on autopilot in your free time, right? In your spare time. You've seen Chris and Andrew's students do it. We've shown you that, right? And you can start as soon as right now. How's that, right? How about right now? And you don't need anything. You don't need any other tools, right? I think all you need is something for $2 and change a month. Like, I think it's $2 a month. You don't need any money to invest on ads, because we've funded your first few ads to get started. If you're one of the first 15 people, we give you everything you need and go above and beyond to help you get the system up and running, and you'll never be alone. But you've got to follow the steps, right? That's all we ask of you. You got to take your free time, your spare time, and follow the steps that we give you. You don't need to make time. Just do this in your spare time, and you'll be able to grow this business to 10,000 a month or more. Now, it looks like a few people like that, right? So Anthony just joined, and Carol and Kim also joined. We've got people joining by the minute here. We are excited to continue growing this tribe of people that are looking for financial freedom. So excited to see this number of people growing and more people that we can serve here with this training. Now, guys, listen. Today, you have the opportunity to be an insider while this match is burning bright. Remember, people that know about this information first tend to have a huge advantage over others, right? And this is working like gangbusters this second, working right now. You've seen the results. You've seen Chris and Andrew's students log into their own accounts and show you this. So as long as you can follow these steps that we're sharing with you, you can make $10,000 a month or more from home if you follow these steps. You can do that month after month after month. Let's see who else has joined. We've got Daniel and Linda, and Mike just joined. Great name. Guys, type I'm in once you've joined, and we'll try to shout your name out here live. Now, we talked about being on the fence, and we understand that it's natural to have some fear before, buying something, right? Before buying something, it's natural to be wondering, like, is this for me? Can this actually work for me? And we've pretty much tried everything we could to show you and prove to you that this works, right? We don't need to force you to join this program. I think the people that join see the clear and obvious opportunity here, but we've shown you and given you enough, I think, proof at this point to understand that this really is working now, right? But let's take a second to think about what happens if you don't buy, right? Just so you understand your options here. Now, imagine if you wake up 6 months from now and your credit card debt has gone up instead of down, right? Maybe you're getting ready for work and you're really not looking forward to getting into the office for your job or your commute. Now, this isn't, something I'm trying to be harsh in saying or get you to quit your job, but there is a cost to doing nothing. So I don't want you guys to be in the same place 6 months or a year from now if and only if you're not happy where you are, right? If you are happy, I hope you continue to stay happy. If you're not, then I hope that you work towards having something more, right? Because I think if you weren't here for more, you wouldn't have stayed this far, right? You wouldn't have started watching this training to begin with if you didn't want more. So I think the question to ask yourself is, if your life was exactly the same in 6 months, like we talked about earlier, would you be okay with that, right? Ask yourself this question. Let us know in the chat box, because worst case scenario, if you joined SWP right now, Simple Wi-Fi Profits, and you made $20 a day, that's it. Just $20 a day. You've seen how our students have done much more than that. You'd have your entire investment made back within around 2 months. And if for some reason you follow the steps, right? And if for some odd reason it doesn't work for you, right? And they help you and they can't get you to have success, you get all your money back that same day with their guarantee. Once you reach success, make $10,000, you get your entire investment back as well. So they make it easy for you to have this success and get to this freedom number that we're talking about. Actually being financially free and being happy in your life. So this 6 months that we're talking about here can look completely different than where it is now. Now that's only possible because you guys are there in their corner, guys. Chris, Andrew are there in your corner. Do you guys want to talk about what you have there for them today? Like how easy you make this system for them?
Yeah, so as you've clearly seen, we're going to hand you the templates, formulas, and frameworks that are working right now. Creating an online business is a lot like going bowling. Many of the times you'll give it a shot and the ball will end up in the gutter because bowling takes time. It takes coordination and effort to finally roll that ball down the middle to get that strike that you want. So visualize the difference here. Creating an online business with simple Wi-Fi profits is a lot like bowling with bumpers because we literally hand you what is working right now so that you can copy and paste it to get your own online business started right away. You can do it at the home, on your couch, or even on your toilet. It really doesn't matter. We make it that easy for you so you can't lose. Now the question is, what does this kind of income or lifestyle mean for me? Well, simple Wi-Fi profits means that you'll make more money without having to take another job to do it. We want our students to generate more income per hour, not by working more hours. It means that you can have more freedom, not the free time after work. We want the freedom, the financial stress freedom, and a better retirement. It also means that you'll have a side income of potentially $10,000 or more. That's better pay than the average salary for most employees. Crazy, right? So if you're serious and have even an ounce of discipline, this course can change your life. It's not only changed my life, but my family's life too, and even help pay off my family's mortgage. You guys remember that, right? We're also going to hand you everything that you need that is working right now. So if you want a life of freedom, a life that you can design for yourself the way that you want it, then secure access now by going to the link on your screen.
Now, the fact of the matter is that, we're about to be finished with this training here. We're just winding down. We only have a limited number of spots for people to be able to enroll. Not everyone's going to be able to join here today. So make sure you act fast, because if for some reason you go to this link on your screen and there's literally a page that says closed or I'm sorry, that means you've missed out, right? You missed the boat. So definitely join before that happens. The fast action bonus that we talked about, you need to get in before this training ends. We're also starting in a few days, so you don't want to miss out on that critical piece of the next training. Now, so far though, it looks like a lot of people have taken us seriously. I mean, so far, let me see who we have here. I have it on my other screen here. We've got Robert has joined, Brandon and Kara, Debbie, Mark, Kristen and Alex, Nancy, Justin, Mary, Bill, Joe, Barbara, Michelle, Paul, Anthony, Carol, Kim, Daniel, Linda, Mike. Guys, congrats on joining. I know I missed some names here. I'm just kind of scrolling here, but if you guys can type in "I just joined" in the chat box, if you joined. If I missed your name, we'll try to shout you out here in just a moment. Now guys, here we are at the end of our training, and time is of the essence. You're gonna get, when you join here today, access to the Simple Wi-Fi Profits training program, done for you products, the ads, the intelligent ad targeting, the VIP support, monthly coaching call. They're gonna call you every other Wednesday, the mentorship group. There's zero risk, 45-day success guarantee, and, which is not on your screen, their 10K success guarantee. When you make $10,000, they'll give you your entire investment back. You got bonuses too, their $1.2 million ad campaign, done for you outsourcing program, their VIP commission club. You also get high ticket commission strategies, where you can earn $1,000 commissions. And on top of that, for the people that join here today before this countdown timer ends, they'll pay to get your first few ads started. You can see everything that you're getting that we just mentioned here on your screen. What we'll do now is take some final questions, right? I know you guys have some questions. We've answered a lot of them as we've gone on here in the training, just as I've presented these slides here with you and Chris and Andrew. But let's take some final questions here. If for some reason we don't hit on your question, you can write to us at the support email on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. But keep in mind, right? Once this training ends, this will not be available. So keep that in mind and try to make an informed decision now while you still can. I know there's a lot of people here with us, so we'll try to answer every question we can. Let me go ahead and pull up the questions box now. Type in your questions so I can go ahead and answer them here, guys. Now, actually, before I do, it looks like our countdown timer is just about to finish up here. So here's what we're gonna do. I know we've been talking for a while. You've stuck around with us till the end, right? So let's reward you. Let's actually extend the time just a little bit longer. I want to be able to answer your questions here so we don't close out the training before that. So hey Brett, do you mind just resetting that countdown timer just one final time? Right, I want everyone here to be able to join while I answer some questions here. I don't want you guys to miss out. So guys, if you go to that page though and it says it's sold out, that means we've hit all the spots, right? We can extend the timer while we're answering your questions, but if we run out of spots, you will see that screen happen when you go to the link on your screen. Now, just a heads up, right? You're gonna get everything that we're offering here on your screen, right? You're gonna get everything we're offering, the entire package, Simple Wi-Fi Profits, all the bonuses, all the pillars here. It's all still available. But let's go ahead and take some questions now. You should see the countdown timer has refreshed. You have until that countdown timer ends to join us here today. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and jump in and answer some questions here. Chris, Andrew, you guys ready to take some questions here with me?
Yeah,
Yes,
ready,
sir.
Mike.
All right, so first question I see in the chat box. If it works so well, why would you sell it? I could take this one. You guys have clearly seen that. I mean, Chris and Andrew, they really want to help more people, right? We talked about James's story. We talked about, what's happened to Andrew's life. We talked about Marissa's life. So, by sharing this with you guys, they're able to not only impact your life, but there's close to no saturation, close to no kind of like breaking point with this system. You saw this is a $159 billion industry. There's so much potential, and there's no reason for you to not get in on this. That's why we're here. That's why they're able to help you with this system. Next question is, how fast do I get access? Chris, you want to take that one?
Yeah, so pretty much once you join, you get your email, your username, the password, and so it's pretty fast. It's immediate, I would say.
It's kind of like under 5 minutes, right? They should see an email in their inbox pretty quickly.
Yes, it's definitely under 5 minutes, yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Next question is, do you always recommend going broad in your Facebook targeting at first? Yeah, Andrew, you want to cover this one? I know we talked about this one in the training.
Yeah, Mike. So we always go with broad first. We basically just target weight loss because it's super easy. All those people are very likely to buy a weight loss product. So that's what we start out with, and then we get a little more advanced down the road. But yeah, weight loss, that works great just starting off.
Yep. Perfect. Yeah, we showed the intelligent ad targeting stuff earlier where Facebook pretty much learns about the people that buy and helps you target those people over time. So that's how that works. Yep. Always start broad. Next question is, how long do I need to wait to make money? Chris, you want to take this one?
Yeah, that's actually one of the most frequently asked questions. It takes the average person around like 15 to 22 days to reach around the 10K month mark, right? But it also depends on the person. I mean, it's different for everyone.
All right, good stuff. Let's continue moving on. How much time does this take to do? This is all in your spare time, right? I mean, before work, after work, during work. Even if you don't have a full-time job, maybe you have just more time in general. You only need your spare time to do this. Only your free time. You don't need to dedicate any additional time. You already have that spare time to do this. Our next question is, when does the SWP training start? Andrew, you want to take that one?
Yeah, as soon as you log into the course, you'll see some content in there already. But the new training starts next Monday, so you want to be in there completely caught up before then.
All right. Next question is, how much does it cost to do this? So if you got the fast action bonus that we have here, it doesn't cost you anything to get started because we're going to pay for your first few ads. Now, what you do then is just you roll over, snowball your earnings. So you can just use that to grow and grow and grow your income. I think the only tool you need is $2.25 or something like that a month. That's it. You have everything else you need, all the tools, everything else is all in the training. Next question is, what niche or problem are we focusing on? This is an easy one. Chris, you want to take this one?
Yeah, we covered it before, right? We are focusing on weight loss. We're also going to be giving you guys the best weight loss products, that aren't really available in public. And we're also going to give you guys the done for you materials, the tools. The moment you join the SWP, you'll see all of that.
Awesome stuff. Yeah. So let's continue moving forward. Actually, see, we just got notification that Janet and Alex and looks like Ray just joined also. Congrats, guys. Welcome into the training. So when you guys join, let us know in the chat box. Type "I'm in." Let us know you joined, and we'll shout your name out here for everyone to know here live. Let's continue moving forward. Next question we've got is, what if English is not my first language? Well, that's an easy one, guys. Chris came to the U.S. without knowing English, and look where he is now, right? So I think that answers that question. You just need to follow the steps. Next question is, if I'm in another country, will this still work? Andrew, you want to cover that one?
Yeah, so you can actually do this in any country worldwide and get paid from any country worldwide. So that's not an issue.
All right. Next question is, what if I already work a full-time job? This is an easy one. So guys, it doesn't matter if you're working before, during, or after work. As long as you have spare time, which we already know you do because here you are on this training, right? So if you already have spare time, that's all you need, whether it's 30 minutes or an hour or 2 hours, whatever that is, every single week, all you need is spare time. in your full-time job. That's it. It doesn't matter that you have a full-time job. We're not saying, hey, go leave your full-time job to make this work. You need to leave your full-time job. This is more of like a second paycheck, right, that you get from just your spare time. So it doesn't matter if you have a full-time job, you can absolutely make this work. And many of Chris and Andrew's students have had a full-time job in the past and made this work as well. Many of them quit their job. So next question is, do I need any experience to be good at this? I'm a complete beginner. Should I get started with this program as opposed to something else? Chris, you want to take that one?
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, no, you don't need any experience because, we've taken someone with zero experience. I mean, actually, most of our students were all zero experience. And, we took them to where they are now. And they actually go around and telling people that they're experts. They actually never had an online business before. They literally just followed through our videos, the whole demonstrations, step by step. And it's actually considered to be one of the most comprehensive materials out there. So for sure, yeah, even if you're a beginner or not, it doesn't matter. You're going to turn into an expert, and I promise you that.
All right. Good answer, Chris. So our next question is, can I go through the whole course right away? So this is a good question. We get this a lot. Now, the answer is no. And there's a reason for that. And it's because we've studied and figured out that our students get the best results when we actually give them each step that they need to do first, instead of giving them everything that they need to do right away. We've actually tested this pretty significantly. What we found is that when we give you step 1 and you do step 1, we give you step 2 and you do step 2, in that way, more people, significantly more people get better results that way. So what we do is we give you each step as you do them and continue to release it that way. So you do not get the whole course right away. And the reason for that, again, is because you will have more success that way. But even throughout that 45 days that you have for this guarantee here, right, our guarantee, you'll know within that time if you're making sales or not. So that shouldn't be an issue at all. Next question is, how do I get paid? Andrew, you want to take that one?
Yeah, so it's super simple. All you do is link your ClickBank account to your bank account, and then they'll deposit it weekly through either check or direct deposit.
Now, in fact, it looks like Eric just joined while we were talking here. We've got Shirley, Cheryl, Evelyn. I see you guys took us seriously and joined. So congrats, guys. Now, as you guys join, right, if you're joining, let us know in the chat box. We want to shout you out here. Apologies if we missed your name so far. There's a lot of people typing in here. So we'll get to you just as fast as we can here when we can. But we have a couple more questions to answer. Next question is, what kind of support is offered? I'll take this one, guys. As you can see on your screen, they have 24/7, 365 support. You get a monthly coaching call with Chris and Andrew. You also get a call every other Wednesday from them where they pretty much have urgent updates and breakthroughs that they'll share with you over the phone. And then also you have a private mentorship group with not only them, but their $20,000 coaching students. So if that's not enough support, I don't know what is, right? Next question is there a payment plan? I'll take this one, and then I think I'll have you guys take the next one. There is a payment plan. There's actually a payment plan for 3 payments. So you make one payment today, and then one payment in 30 days from then, and then your final payment 30 days from then. And you'll see that when you go to the link on your screen. Now, that is the more expensive way to go, right? If you happen to have the money, if you're able to join right now for one payment, I suggest you do that. You will save money. So when you go to the link on your screen, you will see that there. But if you're really, really wanting to get in now, you'll still get all the bonuses if you join on the payment plan. So make sure you join right now. If you just can't swing the one payment, definitely make sure you get in to still get all of this here. Next question is, do you need any other tools to make this work? Andrew, you want to cover that?
Yeah, so the only thing you need is something for like $2.70 a month or something like that to make this work. Everything else is included for you already.
All right. Next question is Mike involved in the training? Great question. I am just your host for this training here today, but Chris and Andrew are your mentors. Inside of the course, they're going to be the ones that guide you through their system. They're the ones that do this every single day, so you're going to see them inside of the training membership area there. They're going to be the ones that teach you everything. Great question. All right, next question is, how's your return on your ads? How much are you spending and how much are you making? Chris, do you want to take that one?
Yes, that's actually one of the questions we get a lot. We spend around, $3 to make $8 back. But obviously, at a much bigger scale, we're spending around $3,000 to make around $8,000 back. And so our ROI is at least around 2 times or 2.5.
Great stuff. Next question is, you guys had mentioned that we could do this for free. Is that the 10K success thing that you mentioned? Yeah. Andrew, you want to take that one?
Yeah, Mike, I'll take this one. So when you make your first 10K in sales and reach success, you'll get your entire investment back. That way, your entire investment into this business can be completely free as long as you work the system and reach success. How cool is that?
All right, Andrew, great answer. Yeah, next question is, what's the guarantee again? So there's two. First one you can see in the middle of your screen. It's the Fort Knox Strong 45-day success guarantee. What that is that you either have success with this program or Chris and Andrew help you until you do. And if they still can't help you, they'll give you your money back that day, no questions asked. Like that day, send it to you back that day. Now there's a second tier of a guarantee, and it's another guarantee called their $10,000 success guarantee. It's not on your screen. But when you make $10,000 with this system, they'll give you your entire investment back. They're pretty much paying you to have success. So when you make $10,000 in sales, you just let them know, hey, Chris, Andrew, I had so much success, I made $10,000. They'll give you your entire investment back, right? They just want you to succeed that bad. They'll give you all your money back when you do. Next question is, can I still get all the bonuses if I join right now? Andrew, you want to cover that one?
Yeah, so as long as that countdown timer is still running, you can get all the bonuses inside. Just make sure you join right now before that timer expires.
Absolutely. Awesome, guys. Now listen, if we didn't answer your question so far, I know we answered a lot here. We're running out of time. You know, I know there's a lot in here and it's hard to answer them all. So what you can do is you can write to our support email here on your screen, bottom right-hand side. Keep in mind, though, once this countdown timer ends, everything's going to stop. We're going to close everything out. So make sure you join right now, right? Our system's programmed to know where you're joining in from, whether it's live here on this training or on a replay or an encore. So make sure you join right now while you still can before this countdown timer ends. Okay, now with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead. We're going to start closing this thing down. I know you've been here with us for a while. You've heard my story and Andrew's story and Chris's story and everyone else's story. It's kind of like a whirlwind, right? I bet you didn't really realize or you know, probably foresee getting this kind of training here in this short period of time with us. But we're so glad we've spent this time with you. But here's the bottom line, guys, right? Many years from now, you might look back at this day today, as the one that changed your life forever. Many of you guys might look back on this, right, as the decision that helped you build a really large income, one that you never thought was possible. But it's up to you to take that step. Many of you guys can look at this and chalk it up to crazy talk and call us crazy and laugh it off. And these guys are, who knows about these guys, right? We're not going to pursue you once you decide to go that route. But this might just be the story that you tell a few months from now when your family, your friends look at you and they're like surprised and shocked at how much your life has changed. You'll tell them, hey, listen, I got on this crazy training with, you know, Mike and Andrew and Chris, and, you know, it changed my life. You might tell that story, right? But whatever you decide from this point forward can set the course of your life from this moment on. I don't want to get all crazy. I don't want to start getting emotional, but what you set yourself up for now can either give you financial freedom or close the door on your chance to grow your income to a much higher level. I can't make that decision for you. Chris, Andrew can't make that decision for you. What they can do is help you inside of their training. They can help you change your finances, start your journey, and help you inside of the Simple Wi-Fi Profits program, but it's up to you to take that step. With that being said, if you want to join us here on this journey, go to the link on your screen right now and reserve your spot while you still can. The choice is yours. We're going to go ahead and play some of our testimonials right now to help you make a better decision if you still haven't joined. With that being said, we hope to see you in the inside of Simple Wi-Fi Profits. Thanks, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you guys inside.
Bye, guys.
Hey, Chris and Andrew. I just have to give you guys a huge shout out. I'm sitting here right now and I'm thinking about how surreal it is, how much after taking this course with you, my life has changed, which is kind of cliche to say, but it's so true. I mean, you guys know my story, but I was working as a personal trainer doing these insane hours, and I was only working those insane hours because I felt like I needed to make money. And now not only did I like leisurely get up when I wanted to today and check my Facebook ads and make sure that nothing's broken, everything's working, but I have 10 times my income. And it's like, it's so crazy to say that something could impact your life so much. But not only have you guys provided me with a very high income skill, but now I can completely create the lifestyle that I want, which is really, really cool. So I don't know, if anyone ends up watching this video, all I can say to you is that if you're willing to put in the work, Chris and Andrew give you everything that you need, right? They're giving you all the resources, all the tools, and you just have to take each step, put in the work, and everything is there. So if you're in a similar situation to me and you want to create a lifestyle that you truly want, I highly recommend working with Chris and Andrew. And like, huge shout out to you guys. Thank you so much.
Hey guys, it's James Yoon over here, and I just wanted to create this quick video for you guys to kind of going over my results that I was able to achieve using your simple Wi-Fi profit system. So started with $0, didn't have a big budget to work with, but I kept reinvesting and saving up all my ad profits right back into the business. And now I'm making around $20,000 a day, and I've done $1.2 million in commissions. So life's been pretty good, and kind of going back early to the course, I've done, my first $10,000 day was I think 22 days into the course, so that was pretty quick, and now I'm averaging around 150 to 200K in a week. So again, thanks to you guys, and if there's anyone that's on the fence about joining the course or not, I highly recommend it. You guys will literally be learning from the two best guys in the affiliate marketing industry. They have so much to offer. They're going to give you so many bonuses. They're really on top of it with the support that they provide you with. They really truly do want to see you succeed. So with that being said, I want to give a huge shout out to Chris and Andrew, the founders of SWP, and best of luck to you guys.
Hi, my name is Kai, and I just received my very first purchase. I've spent $8 on my ad so far, and look what we have. We are already at $103. And it's all thanks to Chris and Andrew for taking me through the process, for their guidance, their support, and giving you the tools to make money through affiliate marketing. And this is just the very first step. This is the very first purchase, but man, it feels great, and I look forward to more.